What's up, y'all? It's Antoine Winfield Jr., safety for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What's up, y'all? This is Jahan Wolf from the New York Giants.
What's good, y'all? This is Sterling Shepard.
This is Justin Tuck. This boy Black Skillset, Super Bowl 42 world champion.
Chris Godwin from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What's up? This is Saquon Barkley. Dex Lawrence II.
Yo, this is Mike Evans with the Tampa Bay Bucks.
And we about to go live on Flag on the Play.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode, Flag on the Play, episode 51. We made past 50 episodes. Back here with the guys, man, bro. How we feeling?
Yo.
Good, man.
We are there, man.
Feeling, bro. I'm chilling,
the
man.
preseason.
The preseason.
Preseason football is here. You know, speaking of preseason, I'll start with you, Nigel. Preseason football is here. I'm not too big of a preseason guy. I'm not gonna lie, because that shit too fucking boring. But of course, when people watch the preseason, if you watched it, who are some guys you liked around the preseason, bro? So far, it's only been week 1, right?
Yeah. It's only week 2. I don't know when it starts. I think Thursday. I watched mainly the Broncos game, the Broncos Colts game, and then the Texans Steelers game. I'll tell you who I don't like. I don't like the starting center for the Steelers. He messed up a couple snaps. And it made Fields look bad. And then
Frazier? Was it Zach Frazier?
No. It was Nate Herbig.
He sucks.
Oh, well,
and then Zach Frazier came in, and then he was good.
Zach's gonna be starting by the end of the year, so who cares?
Absolutely, he'll probably start the next preseason game. To be honest, Fields looked decent. I thought he took a couple sacks, which he's liable to do. But like throwing the ball, he was pretty cool. Let's see, the Broncos. I mean, we were talking about it before the show. Bo Nix, he did some good things. He had a couple instances where he was out of the pocket and made some good throws. But a lot of dink and dunk for sure. Those are really the 2 games I was watching the most. Yeah.
Matt. I don't know if Matt here so young. If you watch who's some guys that you like?
I mean, y'all saw Caleb Williams. I try to tell y'all, I don't know what y'all want to see. The kid is going to be, as long as he stays healthy, he's going to be great. I mean, you saw it against NFL players. It looks no different than what he was doing at USC. It looks literally no different. They have him under center a little bit more, but the throws on the run, in the pocket movement, the scramble ability, I don't see why he won't produce. It's going to be real hard for you, but yeah, I mean, I was surprised by Bo Nix. Surprised in the sense that he was uber efficient, but again, he was dinking and dunking. But yeah, I think again, y'all already know how I feel about Caleb, but that was my surprise just because.
So is Caleb Williams top 10 already?
Yeah, he's already top 10. Yeah, seriously, he's. I mean, I don't know why we needed to see that to prove that.
Top 10 talent. I'll agree with you on that, but
he's a top 10 player.
Preseason game.
The only thing that we're holding back on is we haven't seen him do it yet.
Yeah,
well, I mean,
that's a good reason though.
Young. Why are you doing this when you know that?
It's not
because I said Trent. I said this last year. I said Bijan is a top 5 running back. Y'all were like, "Oh no, we need to see it." And what you did, you looked at the tape. But what you need to see? Him playing against
What he did?
Him playing against NFL talent. What you mean?
What he did at Texas, he literally carried over to Atlanta.
Okay,
there was no reason.
But until you see it, you can't say it.
RB to me.
Positionally, there's just a difference.
That is perfectly fine.
Kyle Pitts. Here, another one. Kyle Pitts. What he did at Florida, he was doing it in the NFL. I don't know why we're surprised by it.
You have to show on the field before niggas get ranked, bro. You know that.
Did you rank T-Law like
have to?
Yes, you do.
I always tell you the generational guys.
Young, coming. Okay, Young, coming in. Did you have Jadeveon Clowney as a top 10 edge rusher coming out?
I don't know. That was 2014.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's a crazy ass.
Miles Garrett,
crazy ass.
That's a generation.
If you would have,
What about Trevor Lawrence?
Chase Young.
I told you all the guys.
Chase Young, Miles Garrett.
The only guy
The
only guy who has flopped is T-Law. What'd you say?
I said you had Chase Young coming in as top 10 edge rusher.
he wasn't generational to me. That's just my opinion. I don't
No,
think he was generational.
Hey, I'm not even mad at the take. I'm not even mad that he's not generational.
I don't hate that
He
take.
played Chase Young.
Yeah.
He didn't even look better than Bosa. Like he looked the part, but he doesn't play like he'd never played generational. Like I think Jadeveon Clowney was better coming out in the sense of the hype and all of that. I don't think he was a better player.
It ain't crazy.
No,
The generational guys that are unanimously generational. People knew Chase Young was great. They weren't calling him generational. The generational talents, besides T-Law, he flopped. I will agree. They have succeeded. They have walked in as top at their position after year one. Anyway, so I don't know why. If you see if 80% of the guys are hits, are you really just going to wait because one guy flopped, two guys flopped?
Yes,
out of the other 8?
Yes, I am.
I just feel like positionally you gotta like running back and comparing Bijan to like Caleb Williams. Like running backs, historically they come into the league and their first 3 or 4 years are usually their best. So like projecting Bijan to be
who are the back end top 10 guys in the league? Do y'all think?
Back in top of quarterbacks?
I mean, Jan, I'll just say off my entire tier. I mean, you got Hurts, you got Dak, you got Kyler, you got Love, you got T-Law.
Yeah.
Is Caleb Williams not better than most of those guys? We can be honest.
Not yet. Not yet.
Tier down. This is where we can start to have that conversation.
I just again, you don't have to. I can literally watch him play and look at his skill set and see it translate and say this guy is better than this guy. There's no reason to wait.
Young, if it matches year one, he plays good. Fine, you know I'm with it off year one. I've done what most people before.
But most of the generation guys do it.
To say he's top 10,
most of the generational guys.
I don't care.
Yeah, but that's what I'm not understanding. The generational guys.
How many people that hit after year one? My point is that again, you can't rank top 10 and you haven't played a regular season snap yet.
Especially,
do you think that
hasn't played a regular season snap?
Be honest. Do you think Dakota Rain Prescott is better than Caleb Williams at quarterback? Be honest.
Right now.
No.
Just tell me what is he better at, Trent?
Young.
No. Tell me what he's better at.
No.
What is he better at?
Young.
No. Tell me what he's better at.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Because guess what? Here's another thing. I'm gonna tell you. Here's another thing I'm gonna do.
You know what I'm gonna say?
Here's another thing.
Go ahead.
Is Dak better than Spencer Rattler right now? No.
That is crazy. That is wild.
This is what I'm asking because I think he is, and you can tell me what he's better at than Spencer Rattler.
Wait. You think Dak is better than Spencer Rattler?
No. You can easily tell me what Dak is better at than Spencer Rattler. What is the hesitation?
Like everything, literally.
I'm
gonna put it like this. This how I think.
Okay, hold up. He low key.
No.
You're not catching what he putting out right now. Y'all not catching what he putting out right now. I'm gonna keep feeling it.
JJ.
You might as well just say it for Caleb. But saying that is blasphemy.
Young, I am going to say probably besides arm strength, everything until the nigga plays. I'm going to say everything. I'm going to say he's really better.
Then you're just lying then.
Well, so wait, Trent, hold up. No, because Trent, you don't even evaluate ball like that. Trent, you don't even evaluate ball like that. So wait, hold up. Because I'm low-key siding with Young right now. I'm low-key siding with Young right now because you just did that. So you telling me there's skill set, there's stuff that when people come in like Saquon, for example, when he first came into the league, right? Hold on. You didn't. I know you didn't know. I know. No, I'm just keeping it on topic real quick. I know Trent didn't even have him in his top 2 because he don't rank like that. That's fine. But you're not telling me that there wasn't stuff that Saquon did as a running back before even stepping on the field that he was already better than other people at. And that's that's a fact.
But here's my thing though. Yeah, and then college frame, but bro, if you come
on the NFL field before he even set the foot, you knew he was better than some people out there.
When he hasn't, and this is my point, if you haven't even played a regular season snap, I'm not going to say you better not better than nobody until you show it. That's
okay, but can you say that traits are better? Can you say that just say people has better traits than somebody coming out before they even?
I think. Okay, so this is what I say. I'll probably lean towards but I'm still gonna be 50-50 on that because he hasn't played a snap yet in the full season. That's just how it is. That's how I think, bro. That's how
Do you guys rate Marvin Harrison Jr.?
Young, I see where you're going with it a little bit. I can't even lie.
He's top 10.
It's just the quickness to y'all. Look, the quickness that y'all will say.
But G Baby made a good point. Yeah, he probably is top 10 right now.
To the quickness to what y'all will say about what Young said, right? About him saying that if you said Rattler versus Dak or whatever, you say so many quick things about why Dak better than Rattler. You can't do that easily. You can't do that easily with what's.
Hey, but we didn't say anything though.
I mean, he has Trent.
You avoided it.
But Trent, here's the thing. When I asked it about Caleb, you were hearing me out. When I said it, you booted me right off. Right when because you know there are levels to it. That's the thing. And again,
but I'm keeping the same logic though. I'm not.
Brock Bowers right now is probably a top 7 tight end right now in the league too.
He got to show it.
These are generational guys.
You got to show it. Logistics. You got to show it.
Yeah, that's it. All we're arguing is logistics. I'm just saying.
You got to show that.
I don't need to see a generational guy play because I already know what's going to happen. Because 80% of the time, I think it happens.
Bowers has to show he's better than David.
I'm going to bet on the 80%.
Yes, he does. I agree, Trent.
Okay, that's what I will agree with that. All right, top 10. You tell me he can't already be top 10 coming in?
I mean, he can.
He can, but he has to show it.
He could be top 5 by the end of the year, like realistically.
He ain't better than Michael Mayer. What has Michael Mayer shown you? Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, someone said,
okay.
Like Marvin Harrison Jr.
That's a dragon.
Marvin Harrison Jr. He got to be better than a nigga like DJ Moore. He has to show that. Like
yes.
Marvin Harrison Jr. has played a preseason snap.
Caleb Williams has to show he's better than Dak Prescott. He has to show it.
Yes.
He has to show
he has to show it so he checks off the box for y'all, and then y'all can do it. I'm just like
the box is playing in the NFL. But it's not like it's a small box.
And here's my thing: if 80% of the generational guys pop and are top 10 in their positions, why do I need to wait?
I just don't think. I just think.
Young, let me ask you this. No. Wait. Let me ask this question.
Here's the thing with Caleb, though. Here's the thing with Caleb, though. We talked about the 80% chance, yet the 20% chance out of all the positions was the same one that Caleb played.
Okay, so then now that we're breaking it down, we have countlessly on this show said Caleb Williams is walking into the best situation of any number 1 prospect ever. What did Trevor Lawrence walk into?
The worst
garbage.
Okay, so here we go. Is it possible if Trevor Lawrence has all this talent around him, he pops? Is it possible?
Yeah.
He walks in.
So what, like top 5 or something?
No, I don't know top 5, but is it possible that
Yeah. No, it is.
So then that 80% just goes to every generational talent comes in and is a top 10 kind of guy.
Godway,
Trevor's really the only guy.
All right. I just need to ask this question real quick.
In the situation,
hold up. Real quick. I want to respond to Godway. Like in my opinion, the blue chip guys who I have seen, almost all of them have hit at a high level.
Yeah, they all.
I thought Miles was a blue chip. He hit. Saquon's a blue chip. He hit.
Kyle Pitts.
Bosa. Bosa was kind of.
Yeah, Trevor. You could say Trevor hasn't hit, but has he missed? No, he hasn't missed. So I would say all my blue chip guys that haven't
logistics on Trevor. Logistics, but
he hasn't. Did he get a second contract? Yes, he did. He hasn't.
That's the logic.
He hasn't missed. He's not.
That's not my logic.
He's not.
That's the logic.
He's not bad.
No, I'm not lying. If that's the logic, man, shit.
He's not bad.
Yeah, no, Donnie, that's a really low bar. If just getting a second. If that's the logic, Jared Goff has a miss.
It's a real low bar. That means
gonna say Jared Goff wasn't a blue chip guy, so
that's all I'm saying. We're not talking about like regular. I'm not putting wrong top 10. I'm not putting regular, like really good players in that top 10 tier.
Matt, you can go. Matt,
the blue chip guys.
So young. All right, this is gonna sound real nasty. All right, but if Quentin Johnston were to retire today and Marvin Harrison Jr. were to retire today, who would be remembered as the better all-time receiver?
as far as skills, Marvin Harrison Jr. because Quentin Johnson's
no. But for the NFL,
Oh my god, dude! What are we? What is this?
That's crazy.
I told you it's going to be nasty, but that's what we going by.
That's low-key. That's how low-key cooked, though. I can't even lie.
No, it's not. Stop. That is not.
That's how low-key.
I'm not saying that Quentin Johnston is better. Who's the better NFL player? Johnston's done the bare minimum, which is play in the NFL.
Here's the thing. If Marvin Harrison Jr. say he were to get a career-ending injury, people would talk about him better than what Quentin Johnson has put out on the field. 1,000%. They'll be like,
that's a low-key cook too. That's not no goalpost movement.
I agree. Marvin Harrison Jr. is better, but in terms of who's the better NFL player, the very first thing you need to do is play in the NFL. There's a reason why we don't talk about Brandon Burlsworth or Sean Oakman is because they were never able to play in the NFL.
You're mentioning guys who aren't generational blue chippers.
I know. I understand that, but
Quentin Johnson's not a blue chip prospect. That's not.
I agree.
It doesn't matter in the standpoint. That doesn't matter.
I agree. This isn't about them as prospects. This is about them as NFL players.
Why don't that matter?
It doesn't matter because again, we're talking. He's saying already Marvin Harrison Jr. is top 10. So the guys that he's comparing to, it doesn't matter if they're blue chip or not. If Quentin Johnson retired today and Marvin Harrison Jr. retired before he played his snap in the regular season, we know who's the better receiver in the NFL. It's Quentin Johnson.
That's
right. Quentin Johnson's a better NFL.
Personally, I don't subscribe to that way of thinking. I don't subscribe to that way of thinking.
I want you and Maddie to say Quentin Johnson is a better receiver than Marvin Harrison Jr. right now. Say it.
That's not. I'm okay.
No,
I got you. Quentin Johnston right now is better than Marvin Harrison Jr. all time. There we go.
Now, Trent, you go ahead and co-sign that.
Better than Marvin Harrison Jr. right now. Until he step on the field.
And that's foolishness.
Who would I take right now? I would take Harrison Jr. But that's based off of projection.
I need to be.
That's what I said.
Now y'all.
I'm not gonna lie. I think we can. I think we could just throw. I think you could throw in. Just I'm not gonna lie. This is where you use your brains here, and we could just use just common knowledge to know. Regardless if he don't step on the field or not, we know who's better, bro. I'm sorry. I just don't.
No. I am saying Marvin Harrison Jr. is
no,
better.
But I'm saying.
Oh, okay, but
he's the better NFL receiver before he's the better.
Better NFL receiver. That's the thing we're talking about.
That's not what was said.
Let's go back to the original point where he said Caleb better than Dak. Come on, bro. Like, what the fuck are we doing? He hasn't touched the field.
So Quentin Johnson, again, if you think Quentin,
that's what he said. Hey,
I got it. Listen, I got it.
Jalen Rager is better.
Of course, projecting.
I'm
not even projecting. I just think I can watch both of their skill sets, and one guy's skill set is better. There's nothing for me to. What do I need to wait on?
Wait until week 1. Trust me. Wait until week 1. I'll say Marvin Harrison Jr. is better than Quentin Johnston all time. Trust me.
That means y'all don't truly believe what y'all are saying. Y'all are literally.
I do, but until he touches the field,
arguing a point that is going to happen regardless.
I swear to God, that's
y'all are arguing a point that's going to happen in 3 weeks.
Okay, so let's wait 3 weeks and then let's go there.
You're going to when I see it. You got it.
Listen, Trent, I said that. I said that's cool. I'm not going to do that because I don't need to wait 3 weeks to state the obvious. That doesn't make sense to me. I already know Marvin Harrison is better than Quentin Johnson. I don't need to wait till week 1, see him run one route to say, oh yeah, he's better than Quentin Johnson.
But in the NFL, you need to see him be better in the NFL. That's the bigger point.
This is what I'm saying.
Oh, well, yeah. To that point, that's not his point though. But that is true.
Exactly.
Because you don't gotta prove. No. But you don't gotta. You can prove yourself to not be a generational talent and still be better than somebody.
It's not even that. The generational, like Donnie said, look at the most of these blue chip guys recently. Which one was not top 10? Trevor Lawrence. A lot goes into that situation, but everybody else did it. So if I already know Caleb is in an elite situation, I know Marvin Harrison Jr. is in a great situation. There's nothing for me to wait on except 3 weeks. And if y'all want to wait 3 weeks, by all means.
You need to wait for it to actually happen.
I'm just getting out ahead of it. There's nothing to wait on.
Wait, Young, where do you have Young? Wait, I just want to ask, where do you have Caleb right now?
I think he's like 8 or 9. Like he's not top 3, but he's
okay.
Like
hold on.
Wait, so who?
Oh no, I got it.
Young, personally for me,
my back end guys are like Kyler.
Okay, so
and Love. I think he's better.
Here's a perfect question. Young, right now, is Caleb Williams better than Jalen Hurts right now?
Yes, he's better than Jalen Hurts.
Is he better than Trevor Lawrence?
Yes, he's better than Trevor Lawrence.
Better than Jordan Love?
Yes, he's better than Jordan Love.
Is he better than Kyler Murray?
He's better than Kyler Murray, yes. And I think that's where it stops, in my opinion.
But do y'all not? Okay, so hold on. So him saying is this not malarkey? Do y'all not see where I'm coming from?
No.
Yeah.
You don't see where I'm coming from. This nigga is saying that he's better than Jalen Hurts right now. He hasn't played enough of a snap. That's ridiculous.
Trent, what is Jalen Hurts better? No, time out. Just evaluate his skill set. Just evaluate his skill set. Because Jalen Hurts, what he's showing, he has gotten what he's shown right now. He showed a lot of that in college. He's gotten better, but he hasn't really.
Young, that's not how you evaluate football, though.
That's not how you. Young, come on, bro. You know Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts from college is night and day. To NFL, it's night and day. You know it's not night and day.
And I'm going to be
maybe honest. Oklahoma. Maybe the last year in Oklahoma is sort of comparable.
What does Jalen Hurts do better as a skill set than Caleb Williams? Please tell me what he does better.
As of right now, he's more accurate because Caleb hasn't played a fucking game. My point, bro.
Trent, that's not my
point. I can say Tom Brady's a better athlete.
My whole thing has always been skill set. That's what it is.
To
me.
You know that.
Tom Brady is a better NFL athlete than Caleb Williams right now, and that's a fact.
You know,
how crazy that sounds, Maddie?
You know, I think the Bears are going
to. It's not crazy because all right. Show me real regular season game footage of Caleb Williams being a better athlete than Tom Brady in the NFL.
I don't need to do that.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Caleb can be the better athlete. Pound for pound athlete. Better NFL athlete. It's easily Tom Brady.
We're just going off skill set. How is Stroud better than Caleb?
Because literally the first snap that Caleb Williams takes, he becomes a better athlete than Tom Brady. So if you're literally going to be that stickler to wait on one snap, if you're going to wait on one snap, cool. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad.
What if his first snap is a handoff?
Hey, yo,
I'm not mad at it.
Okay, now we're.
Wait, so Young, so since you say Hurts, why isn't Caleb better than CJ Stroud and Caleb Williams better than college?
I think CJ Stroud is he's a lot more accurate than Caleb is inside the pocket. That's why I think he's better.
Isn't Dak kind of this too?
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Inside the pocket. So the gap is from CJ.
Y'all think Dak as a thrower inside the pocket is just as good as CJ Stroud?
No, I didn't say that. I said if the gap is here, so Caleb just is in the middle of it, is what you're saying? It seems like a crazy drag to me. Dak is.
What do you mean in the middle?
No, because I'm saying so. If Stroud is here, right? And Dak really is not that.
Stroud is a top 5-ish, top 7 ball placement quarterback.
Dak is still one of the best passers in the
league. Dak is still top 10.
Dak is still one of the best in the league.
Yes.
No, he is not. He's not.
Top 10? He absolutely is. I'm sorry.
Dak is not.
Is he doing 10 better? Okay, but
Dak's not
ball placement. No, Dak.
Yes.
No.
And what even makes him? That's like half his appeal is ball placement. I'm not gonna lie, because it ain't mobility anymore. Because he got that zap.
Orlovsky would say otherwise.
I don't think Dak has any appeal, which is why he's not getting paid right now.
Nigga,
but you'd still have him borderline top 10 anyway?
I don't.
Bro, he's not getting paid. He wants $60 million.
I have him 15. I don't think he's
okay.
15.
That's a completely different.
You jacked it. I can believe it. It doesn't happen.
Wait,
Lord.
Before we move on, Young, give me the 14 quarterbacks that are better than Dak Prescott, and tell me why you got Dak Prescott as your 15th best quarterback in the NFL.
You've already told you this. So I got Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar, A-Rod. Here, let me pull up my list. Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna pull up the list because I have it already.
Who? Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts. If Jalen Hurts is above, no.
Yeah, he's gonna be.
Jalen Hurts is the.
Unless if he doesn't have Jalen Hurts top
15. That's fine.
No, I just want
to
hear the 14.
If Goff or Purdy or both.
If I hear Goff, I might walk off.
Yeah, it might be. It might be reps. It might be reps.
Goff isn't up there.
Or,
bro, I swear to God, if I hear
chill on Cousins because he was really good last year, but
Cousins is better than that.
Nah. But I mean, it's close anyway.
Just you got the list, yo?
I'm trying to pull it up because I put it in the Discord. But look, it'll be Mahomes.
He'd be looking at. Thank you. That is such a
Lamar.
Go ahead.
Mahomes, Lamar, Hold on, I just had it. Dang. Mahomes, Lamar, Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford, Justin Herbert.
Okay.
Who else? Caleb is in there.
Okay.
Jordan Love, Kyler Murray. Who am I forgetting? Hold on. I'm about to pull it
Joe
up.
Burrow. You forgot Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Jesus Christ.
Kirk Cousins.
This is
You
what
haven't said Jalen. Do you think Jalen?
Oh, I thought he did. Oh, no.
Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts and Dak are flips me, so he's around the same tier. I think Trevor Lawrence is better than Dak Prescott. I think not. This isn't in order. I'm just saying the guys that are better.
Do you think Brock Purdy is better?
Did I say Stroud? I haven't said Stroud. So what are we at? 13? I think Hurts and Dak are in that 14, 15 tier.
Do you think Brock Purdy's better?
No, I don't think.
You said he was
okay.
better.
So you didn't say Purdy or
early in the year. I mean, I like Brock Purdy, but I don't think he's better. I think.
Okay, now young. Tell me why. Now, young. Tell me why you think Dak Prescott is like around the 14, 15 range.
Well, I named the guys that are better than him. I think all of those guys can make higher level throws. They are more talented. They give you more outside the pocket. Besides Kirk, Kirk is the one. Kirk, Dak, Hurts are all around the same kind of tier. Everybody else above them can give you higher level throws than Dak and mobility.
You don't think
Dak? Never mind. I was better.
You don't think Dak has better outside play structure than Kirk?
No, if you want to say that, sure. I don't think Dak is a better thrower.
He said the same tier, so that's fine.
So like,
who did he say that? I'm trying to think who.
Caleb. We just talked about all of that.
Well, I'm not even going to fight the Caleb logic. I'm not going to fight the. I want to talk about like Jordan Love. Jordan.
If you take Caleb out, that just moves everybody up one, but it's not.
No, it's fine. I don't even mind Caleb being in there because we already know your logic. But like Jordan Love, I'm
trying to figure it out.
That's neck and neck to me. I don't see how like Jordan Love could be like an entire tier above Dak to me. Like I feel like a lot of that stems not necessarily from you, but a lot of that stems from the playoff game where Jordan Love played like one of the greatest playoff games ever.
What I saw from Jordan Love is a better skill set than I've ever seen from Dak.
Ever.
Okay. Better skill set. So just like arm strength.
That's why I'm rating it. I think most guys have a better skill set than Dak.
But Dak has still been more. I mean, Dak was just more effective throughout the season than Jordan Love. Like Jordan Love, and I like Jordan Love, but Jordan Love, like the second half of the year and the first half of the year are like two completely different. He still showed the talent in the first half. Like second half, it's when it actually started to materialize.
Yeah,
would you? I
mean, I just think that just comes with reps. That comes with playing it. You start to show it a lot more. But the talent, I don't think anybody in here is going to say Jordan Love isn't.
I wouldn't.
More skilled than Dak.
I have Dak over Jordan Love right now.
I'd also do, but it's not because of talent. Like I don't.
What is it because
it's not
of?
Based off just
wait,
talent.
Why is it because of
Dak? That's all that I really care about.
What is it because of? Like, why don't you have Jordan Love over Dak?
Okay, well, a lot of it is, Oh, never mind. What's it? A lot of it is one, bigger sample size. I think he's better inside the pocket, and what's it? I think he throws a more consistent deep ball. I think Jordan Love's deep ball, like his best deep balls are better, but I think Dak is more consistently accurate. Like he doesn't have as many stretches of inconsistent play. Yes. If Jordan improves consistency,
that's the reason I'm truthfully I'm not mad at it. Again, I'm a bigger skill side upside guy because I think that's the only way you can win a championship is having a high upside quarterback. You're not beating Patrick Mahomes with average quarterbacks. You're not doing it. It's always been shown. Look at all these quarterbacks that are winning Super Bowls. They're all top tier guys. They're not average. So why would I value an average quarterback versus the guys that show those top tier flashes? Even if they're inconsistent, I'd rather have a more inconsistent high upside guy than the average guy who can't hit those peaks. So that's how I value my quarterbacks.
Josh Allen, basically.
I mean, it's a lot of the guys.
Now Josh Allen's floor is so high that it's like
it's Rodgers sometimes. It's most of those guys in that upper echelon tier. They get those peaks that you could say at a certain point in time he is just playing it just as good as the best of the best guys.
I think T-Law is like a little bit premature. I'm glad you gave T-Law respect, but I can't have him back.
If you watch T-Law's tape, some of the throws he make are absurd, and they're getting
he makes is bananas.
Now
some of them are crazy, but some of
too. He does have those moments too. But again,
I agree with you. He makes some of the best throws in the NFL, but some of them are kind of inconsistent as well. I don't think his accuracy is as.
I think T.Y. has more mental limitations than he does physical. Like physically, Trevor Lawrence is up there as like one of the 10 best quarterbacks in the game. It's just a processing.
I mean, what's the answer to your question? Young guy, what's the name? A-Rod and Mahomes.
Aaron Rodgers and Mahomes are top 2, and I think they clear everybody. Not clear, I shouldn't say that.
I'm not.
But they're in their own tier. I think
Aaron Rodgers. That would have been another lie on your part because you don't even believe Mahomes is. Let me stop.
I can't.
Hold on.
I don't think Mahomes is better than Aaron.
Hold on, wait. Okay.
On time.
Oh, that's not about that, right? So, hey, Young, let's just say peak, right? Because you don't really think Mahomes is that much better than Josh Allen. Peak wise, right?
As far as skill set,
Eagle Nation was good.
As far as skill set, no.
Just as far as quarterbacks.
As far as quarterbacks, Josh Allen's flaws aren't as they're a lot more magnified than Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't been developed. He hasn't fully developed. Patrick Mahomes, like I've always said, he has been perfectly developed in the perfect system, in the perfect situation to where.
No, he's not.
He is.
Yes, he is.
Wait, in 2024?
Yes.
What are we talking about?
Yes.
Just wait. You don't think? Wait, Matt. I got a problem with that.
You wait.
I got a problem with that. We haven't seen
Matt. Let me go.
No, Kieran.
No. You've been going this entire time. Let me go.
Mediate.
Yeah, wait.
It's gonna piss me off.
Wait.
So you're saying that a healthy Aaron Rodgers is better than a healthy Josh Allen, which is based off of projections when we haven't seen a healthy Aaron Rodgers in almost 3 years, but you're projecting these rookies to be better than some of these guys. Do you not see how that's inconsistent?
What do you mean projecting? I think if Aaron Rodgers can return to any form where the last 2 years outside the pocket, he's a better quarterback than Josh Allen because he clears him in the pocket.
So can I not project that Aaron Rodgers isn't going to be the same ever since he's been injured for the past 2 years?
I mean,
I'm not.
The fact that he's 40?
This wasn't just me emptily saying this. This is when Trent put this up. He said, "Not Rodgers healthy is not better than a healthy Allen." I think he is if he can give you out of structure stuff. That's it. Because I think he clears him in the pocket.
So then you think
that's.
Why don't
you just say Rodgers is one then?
Would he be neck and neck with Mahomes? I guess is.
No, Rodgers be two.
I'm saying, why don't you say Rodgers is one?
Oh, you talking about for me or Young?
Young.
No, I'm talking about for Young. Would Rodgers be like right here with Mahomes?
I think Rodgers is here and Mahomes is right here.
Bro. So why don't you say Rodgers is one then?
Because Rodgers in his peak is not Rodgers that we're seeing right now. I don't think he's going to return to peak Rodgers. I think he's going to be.
You already
90%. JJ. Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Aaron Rodgers at his peak is better than peak Mahomes to me. 90% of Rodgers is not better than a peak Mahomes. If he gets 90%, he's still better than everybody in the league, but he's not better than peak Mahomes.
So here's my point though. You think that Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes aren't even that far apart in terms of each other, right? Like at all.
Yeah.
So why don't you go ahead and say Aaron Rodgers is better than him too?
Aaron Rodgers is better than who? Josh Allen?
Patrick Mahomes.
Did I not just say Aaron Rodgers is better than Patrick Mahomes if he's 100% at his peak?
Okay,
but he's never going to get back.
You're not getting.
But he's not expecting him to get tonight.
That's not even what I'm saying. I don't think.
Okay, so JJ, I think what you're saying. The reason I don't think Josh Allen is at Mahomes' level is because he is not consistently what he is. It's a consistency thing. Which again, when Nigel says consistency, I'm not mad at that if that's your argument. Because I think Josh Allen has all of the traits Patrick Mahomes does, if not some better traits, but he can't consistently do it every week. That's a problem. He's a lot more inconsistent. I think that goes to just his situation. He doesn't have Andy Reid. He didn't have Travis Kelce. He didn't have Tyreek. All these weapons coming in and a guru at offensive calling plays to be developed. I think he's in the perfect development. I don't think Josh Allen is. While he's still very good, that's why he can't get to Mahomes' level.
You don't think Josh Allen's fully developed?
No, he's not fully developed.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
the problem is he still has issues going through some of his progressions because he's just a natural gunslinger that hasn't been honed in.
If he would have kept Dable throughout his entire,
you don't think Dable maximized his ability to the?
I think he did, but I also think Dable gave him when to reel it in, when to let it go. I don't think these guys are doing that. I think Mahomes has that.
And Andy does the same thing. At least back in the earlier days of Mahomes,
he still does.
He still does, but not as much. But
because he doesn't have to. Mahomes is in year 7.
Exactly, because
he doesn't have to be taught that.
And that's what I'm kind of leaning towards. Like the reason he doesn't have to is because he's been around it for so long. Allen had Dable for 4 years, which is a
4 years.
But Mahomes,
he had him his whole career before Dable.
It was his second year, his third year, and his fourth year, and then he was out of there.
When did Dable get there? 28.
I thought he got there in 2018. I could be wrong. I thought he got there in.
Josh Allen got drafted. Was it 2018?
Dable got
there in 19, 20, and 21 is when he played. He was there, and then at 22, 23, he's been the coach of the Giants.
I'm just gonna look it up real quick to see how long he's been with the.
I want to say he got there his rookie year, but either way,
he did. He was there his rookie year. Okay, so 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021. So we had him for 4 years, but that kind of leads to my other point. Like Mahomes had Andy since he was drafted, and Mahomes still had those consistencies in 2021, and that's 5 years. So I do believe if Allen could have kept Dable for a little bit longer, that's different. But that's all we got with him. And
I mean,
as much as I love Joe Brady, he's not Brian Dable. So.
I think it'd be harder to develop Josh Allen.
Certainly not.
Josh Allen was a lot more flawed coming out of college than Mahomes, probably.
Yeah, that is true.
He was, but
that is true.
Mahomes
The talent
was still pretty.
He was flawed.
No, Mahomes was flawed.
From the sense of processing, Mahomes was flawed. Like Mahomes was just playing backyard football, which that's kind of what Josh Allen is doing right now.
In the Big 12.
The cover 2, man.
Yeah, who doesn't? Yeah. That's a whole other discussion. But
if Aaron Rodgers comes back to what, I think he's top 2 undisputed. Just like if Nick Chubb come back and he's still the same nigga, he's undisputed.
He's the best running back in the league.
Undisputed was like a drag when we saw 2022, and Allen was very clearly better than Rodgers. So. If it was 2021 and then he got hurt, you'd have me. But we saw in 2022 he lost Devontae Adams, and it was kind of mid.
I'm just gonna read it. I'm just gonna ask this real quick though. So you think Patrick Mahomes is more skilled than Josh Allen, though, right?
No, I think Patrick Mahomes is consistently better than Josh Allen. I think peak for peak, they have equal peaks.
So, but you think they're equally? You think they're equal in skill set?
Skill wise,
no, their skill sets are equal. Their skill sets are equal. One guy is just more consistent at.
Yeah,
and so then
I think the consistency gap is massive. That's why.
That's fine, but so back to what I said with the skill thing though, because you just said that Rodgers is 2 when it comes to skill, even if he's 90%. 90%. So that's what I'm asking you. If you think their skills are equal, why isn't he just 1?
Why isn't Rodgers 1?
Yes. If you think that Mahomes and Allen's skill is equal,
yes.
But you think Rodgers' skill is better than Allen's, why is
it? No. Hold on. Rodgers' skill at his peak is better than Josh Allen.
And Mahomes, you said, right?
And Mahomes, yes.
Okay.
But right now, it's only at 90%. It's only better than Josh Allen.
At 90%, he's still right. He's going to be better than Josh Allen, yes.
So, Young, you don't see what I'm saying? You don't see what I'm asking?
JJ, you already asked this question. I
know, but I don't think you understand what I'm asking.
100% Aaron Rodgers is better than 100% Patrick Mahomes. 100% Josh Allen. If all of these guys, we're just talking skill set. 100% skill set, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, and Mahomes right here. The problem with these guys is the consistency. That's where Josh drops a lot.
Yeah, so I get you. But
Rodgers can be at 90%. He's better than Josh, but he's not better than Mahomes because the 10% he's missing is the stuff that Mahomes can do that he can't anymore.
Are you including consistency into your skill set?
No. I'm saying the consistency. If you're just talking pure skill set,
yes,
you can have peaks. If you're talking peak pure skill set, Rodgers is 1. Mahomes and Allen are tied for 2.
Okay, that's.
Well, I'm not even talking about peak pure skill right now. You said 90% Rodgers is skillfully is higher.
He's not. Yes, he's not better than Patrick Mahomes,
but he's better than Josh Allen.
Yes, JJ,
that's what he's saying.
Yes, so yes, skill set they would be equal, even 90%. Yes, but the consistency is what drops Josh Allen for me. I get what you're saying now. The consistency is what drops it.
Okay.
I think that's a fair response.
Yeah, I don't think that's crazy. Jordan says if A-Rod goes back to 70-80% of his 2021 season, he's top 2. I mean, I think that's obvious. I
2021, yes, that's not even.
I think that's not if it's he would be clearly top 2, and it's no
70 to 80%. That's not. I don't know. If you say hold on. If you say 90, okay, maybe I'm just picking. Maybe I'm just nitpicking.
If he's 70 to 80%, I mean, New York Jets with Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson and Mike Williams, he's top 2 undisputed. It's not close.
Undisputed. Undisputed, I think is a drag, but he can be top 2. I'll put it that way. I think
it depends on what Allen does.
I'm not gonna lie.
Unless the loss of Diggs is really impacting how good Josh Allen is, then
I don't think it will be. I don't think
think so either.
I'm saying him as a quarterback, it's not that much.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing.
Aaron Rodgers gets to
Aaron Rodgers in the pocket clear. 80% of Aaron Rodgers in the pocket clears what Josh Allen's doing in the pocket. It's the out of structure stuff. That's
that Josh Allen, even at 80% of Rodgers in 2021, kind of clears as well. I think with Josh Allen.
You said what?
I'm saying because he says Aaron Rodgers clears in the pocket, which I don't even disagree.
If you value the rushing part, I get it, but I don't think
that's what I'm saying. It's neck and neck because Trent was saying it's like Rodgers here, Allen here. I'm just saying it's close, it's debatable. That's my only gripe.
Max Young, I wholeheartedly believe that it's not close. I thought that in 2021, 2020, what's the name in 2020? I thought that shit was not close between Allen and.
But Josh Allen's gotten better since then. Since 2021.
I'm saying though, but if Aaron Rodgers gets back
to that Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers level, I don't think anybody's
fighting for the best quarterback in the league type shit. It's fighting.
I don't even think that.
Well, 2020 he was the best quarterback in the league. Yes, and in 2021 he had a legit argument.
I think 2020 is undisputed. I don't think you should.
I don't think Josh Allen's. I mean, it's really we're.
You said what?
I think 2021 was Rodgers too. So.
I mean,
Rodgers.
But people gonna argue Tom Brady. I'm not even about to get.
I'm being dead ass. Mahomes was not great for 7 weeks of the season.
Mahomes, that was one of his down years for sure. Yeah.
Well, he struggles versus what they were taking away. He was just he was. We'll get
it. Forced. There we go.
He forced a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
But can you blame him? You have the fastest man. You have the fastest man on the planet.
And then the next year he loses him, and he plays probably the best season of his career. It's
all right,
what are we even debating?
Well, he got better too. So
go back to preseason a little bit. I'll start with you, Don. Did you have anybody you like in preseason?
Oh yeah, we were talking about the preseason.
Yeah, that was a rabbit hole.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot.
Start with Caleb.
Oh yeah, Caleb. Well, it's actually funny. I kind of went back and tried to watch as many of the first rounders as I could. Obviously, I mean, I said it in the Telegram, but Graham Barton really stood out to me. Just the raw power and athleticism that he showed at Duke really translated well. That's another reason why I'm so high on Tampa is because I think he can improve the run game day one. Nate Wiggins had an amazing performance as well. Caleb, I'd argue, had the best throw of any quarterback of the whole week on that 3rd and long into double coverage in that tight of a window. That's impressed. That takes a lot of not only a lot of skill, but that also takes a lot of arm talent. Not a lot of guys in the league are going to be able to make that throw consistently. So he had another great performance. I thought Darius Robinson was also pretty impressive as well. He only played 10 snaps, and I know it's the Saints offensive line, but man, he was just tossing them boys around. I mean, that's what he did in college because he's one of the few guys who actually had a good fight against Alabama because of how strong he was. So I think all those guys had really good performances.
JJ?
Yo, you can hear me?
Who's your best rookie performances? Week 1.
My best rookie performances. Well, one, I do think JJ McCarthy had a really good game.
Oh my God, he took mine.
I think a lot of I don't know the rest of the stuff, but I just know personally for me, I think he had a really good game in my opinion. I think Penix came out, even though it's a little homer. I think he came out for them first 2 quarters, and you know what I'm saying. He was playing pretty solid in my opinion. You know what I'm saying. So if they allow him to play a little bit longer throughout the preseason, we're gonna see what he could look like for a full game. But everything else, we knew he was gonna have the deep ball. He's actually much better already, in my opinion, in the short and intermediate game than what he was already out of college. So I think that goes to what I was saying when we was having them, long Discord chats, you know what I'm saying, talk about he gonna get the training. Well, it's already in effect, in my opinion. Yes, it's the preseason, but regardless of whatever kind of football it is, I'm already seeing improvements. Is all I'm saying. So, and that's against some guys that's not, in that played in college and some a little bit of NFL talent too. So there's got to be a little respect right there because he wasn't even doing it in college. Is what I'm really getting at. So he's much better in that area. I think the most he needs to improve in is still the accuracy in those areas too. But I mean, he's always had those little issues, but he's gonna get better and it's already seen better. The next person I would say that had, was playing very solid. Hey man, Drake May better watch out, boy, because Joe Milton might be coming for his spot, boy. He might be coming for that spot, man. I'm sorry, but Joe Milton, he will. He won't keep on the show. He was putting on the show. He was putting on the show for sure. I mean, but that's like I get DTR vibes from him, man. So yeah, that's how I feel about that.
Well, his DTR vibes.
Like DTR went crazy in the Hall of Fame game last year.
In the preseason, yes, he was a great preseason player.
Bro,
and then
they played one game in the regular season. It was just an
remember people were saying he should start over.
He played a couple more. He played like 3 or 4, I think.
So yeah, other than that, I don't want to take anything else. I know there's a lot more guys. I don't know if y'all spoke on any defensive guys other than I heard Donnie say Nate Wiggins, but other than that, I don't know if y'all did. But hey, it was a good showing from a lot of those rookies in the first week of the preseason, man. So
yeah,
someone said
JJ and Donnie kind of took mine. I was gonna say Nate Wiggins and JJ. So I'll say Trenton Simpson. He's solid. So
rookie performance, but hey, keep praising my Clemson guys, man. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I know, but kind of took mine, but it's all good.
Nigel, what's his name? Y'all know, bro. Of course, Haason Reddick requested a trade. He on some bullshit. With the Jets and shit. So Nigel, how you feel about all this shit that's going on with Haason Reddick, bro?
Haason Reddick. Well, I think initially, like, the trade itself was kind of, I guess they just gave up a third, so it was sort of lower risk, high reward. But the Jets are so deep on the front line that it's like, even if they lose Reddick, they can still rotate like 7 or 8 guys out there and be fine. So it's like Joe Douglas comes out and says that they're not trading him, and it's like, well, if you can get something, I don't see why not. I really don't see why not, because they genuinely have like the deepest D line in football, like even without Reddick. So if they like losing him, I don't think hurts them that much. Reddick to me is like, I don't know, he's sort of a one-trick pony, but his trick is really good. So I don't know. I feel like, and they'll be able to get like Jermaine Johnson more reps. They'll be able to get some of the younger guys more reps if they trade him. So if they're able to get something good for him, I don't see why not. I don't see why they were so quick to be like, we're not trading him. Maybe it's just to run up his value, but I don't know. I don't feel like they'd lose that much, personally.
Matt?
I think Jets are handling this very, very smart. I don't know why Haason Reddick is going in there and like acting like he's entitled to something. Like it's like a workplace. Like, you don't just show up to your new job and say, I want a raise. Like, I think that's just dumb. I get what Haason Reddick has done has been good for the Eagles, but like, you need to understand, like, I get it that you want a new contract, but when it comes to the point where you're in the millions of dollars of fines for missing practices, like, yeah, no, I think that the Jets, if they could get something decent out of him, do it. But at the same time, like Nigel touched upon it, like I think you could give Will McDonald another try. You could slide him there.
Will McDonald, yeah. With
the Haason Reddick role, he was a first-round pick, and I didn't like that pick at all. Still, like solid player, you could give him some reps. Then they have guys like Michael Clemens as well, who I think could. Like, I'm not saying that they'll fill in that production, but yeah, Michael Clemens. I know that that's Donnie's cousin or something. So.
You know what's so funny about that? I actually do have a cousin named Michael. That's the best part about all that.
Wow.
Yeah, you see, I already knew that, but
yeah, for me, I think I'm not really worried about it. That defense is already a very, very good defense. He was just icing on the cake in a sense. I wouldn't trade him just because, again, if he can play, he does add, another pass rusher to get after the quarterback. I don't think you're going to get anything back in return that helps you this year because they're in a Super Bowl window. Like, I don't think
getting a pick back helps you this year. Which is why I don't think they're going to trade him. So I think they're like, hey, either you play or you don't, but you're going to stay here. And if you don't play, then that contract, like, people don't understand. If he sits out the season, his year doesn't go up. You didn't play. Like, he doesn't just become a free agent. He's going to have to do that whole year all over again. So I don't know. They're in the Super Bowl window. It's either he's going to play or he's not going to play. It's one or the other.
That's how that works?
I actually did not know that.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that
if
either.
you don't play, your contract won't go up. That's the whole thing I think with Le'Veon in a few years.
I was going to say, because Le'Veon because they gave him the franchise tag in 17, and then they gave it to him again, and then that's when he didn't play. But then he was still like...
I don't think he signed that franchise tag. So he didn't sign the tag, so then they just withdrew it, and that makes him a free agent. That's where he was able to sign.
Okay.
But if he doesn't sign it, they were just going to hold your rights hostage until you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That's true.
Donnie? Wait, Donnie? Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have much else to say. Matt kind of took everything away. I still think they have one of the best defensive lines and some of the best depth in the league. Haason does add a lot to that. You know, they have Michael Clemens, they have Will McDonald, they have Jermaine Johnson, all these guys, Quinn Williams at the middle. They also signed some decent depth in the interior. I know I'm not the biggest fan of Javon Kinlaw, but still good depth piece. Lakey Fotu, good depth piece. What's his name? Solomon Thomas. I mean, yeah, obviously, big draft bust, sure, but like as a rotational piece, you're not going to get upset about. And, you know, people talk about like the best defense in the league last year. Everyone always talked about the Browns and the Ravens. I thought the Jets really weren't that far off from either of them. Like, I still think they had one of the better defenses in the league. Salah's been doing a great job over there. He'll get it figured out. Like, I don't expect him to be traded. I don't. Like,
I mean, the reason why they played worse last year.
It's hard to envision a world where he does get traded. So, I didn't know that about the contract thing, though. That is
they would be crazy to trade him.
Yeah. They don't need picks.
There's something that kind of like that.
The last thing
they could get like a player back, but I don't. What player? And I'm not saying Haason Reddick's a beast, but there's no player of his caliber that they would just make a swap with.
I mean, they swapped a player of his caliber.
Someone was talking about a 49ers Jets Steelers
rushers better than Haason Reddick. Like there aren't.
They literally gave him Huff because they had to pay Huff for Haason Reddick, which I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally like.
No, but I'm saying right now they're not going to be able to get somebody for him.
I rather keep Huff.
Yeah,
I think Reddick is better, but Huff is younger, so I would have kept Huff also. Yeah.
I mean, like Reddick's not like he's gonna be 30.
Josh would disagree with
he's gonna be 30 pretty soon, which that's kind of the.
That's why they're not paying him.
And then Huff is like what? How old is Huff? 26.
26, probably 26.
Yeah, he's 26, but he'll be 26 the whole year. So he just turned 26.
Exactly. So he just turned 26. Yeah.
So yeah, he's still young.
JJ, since y'all niggas got no edge rushers, bro, how you feel about this?
You already know how I'm feeling because you know, people been on my boy Terry Head and stuff like that. But hey, Braylon Trice just went down too, man. So go ahead and you gotta do
JJ, I feel your pain, man. We just lost BJ Ojolari. I feel your pain, man. I do.
Should have got Dallas Turner. Anyways, you feel me? Hey, look, we happy with our rookie over here, man. I don't know if I can say the same for the Vikings right now. But look, anyways,
wow, that's crazy.
Hey, Atlanta, if we can make it happen after we get this Justin Simmons deal done, then make it happen, bro. That's all I want.
Getting negative.
That's crazy.
Dallas is like that though.
JJ, would you be upset if Keith Brooken came out of retirement to play linebacker?
No, I wouldn't. Actually, yes, I would because our linebackers are solid. Y'all be trying to downplay it. I would be happy that Keith Brooken came back, but y'all be.
Yeah, no, that's a really low bar.
Keith Brooken is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, bring back Jesse Tuggle, bro.
Keith Brooken.
If you get me OC back though, yeah, we gonna be smooth.
Are you talking about OC Miura?
Yeah.
You don't know nothing about Buddy.
Who don't? Yeah, if I really dove in deep with what I actually know about OC, you would be surprised. But we gonna move on.
That was Falcons OC is crazy. I'm sorry.
What'd you say, Trent?
I said that was my best friend. Like that was like my first the NFL player like I was real close with as a kid. That my best friend.
Yeah, I got something to tell you after this.
But look what I'm about to say. go to this. We about to do this. We about to do this AFC East breakdown, bro. We're gonna be doing these categories. We'll go down the list. I'm gonna start with you.
We're not gonna talk about Justin Simmons about to be a Falcon. Oh, okay.
It's crazy because he's not gonna be a Falcon.
Now you hate it for no reason.
He dead about to go back to the Broncos.
At this point, he's literally not going back to the Broncos. At this
point, I don't think he'll win.
Anyways,
what? He's not going back to the Broncos.
Oh, JJ, bro, shut up. Anyways,
you know I'm right. We got the best safety duo in the league. Go ahead, tell him, Young.
All right, whatever. JJ, turn your camera on. Anyway. But
you don't think so? Wait, Young, you don't agree?
No, y'all probably would, but I don't think he's going there.
Chatting.
Anyway,
let's go.
Young, who was the most overrated player in the AFC East?
Oh, you already know who I am. You already know. It's
Go ahead.
Gardner. It's Sauce Gardner. I mean, everybody thinks I saw him as the number one corner. Some of the corners that people think he's better than is absurd. He's good, but he's not the number one guy. I think I've been saying that since pretty much he got all pro as a rookie. Overrated. That's when the overrated started happening. So definitely Sauce.
Do you think he's top 5?
No. I think he's like 6. I think he's like 7, 8. I'll give him more respect because, again, he's putting it together consistently. He's still doing very well what he's asked to do. I just don't think he's asked to do.
He's just not asked to guard at the same caliber of receivers as like a Snead or a.
I think there's a value to being able to travel. There's a value to being able to get turnover. Like I think there's a value to it, and he doesn't really do either one of them. So he takes down outside of a field, but like I've always said, if that other side's getting fried, how good is it that you're doing what you're doing?
But when I say this, though, I'm hating though, y'all.
Yeah, I know.
Damn, hold on.
That's just
Nigel,
7. He's like 7, 8. That's cool.
Honestly, I don't really have one on hand. Oh. I was gonna say I don't have one on hand. I don't have one off the top of my. Y'all can come back to me, but
Kieran,
yeah. Come back to me too. Fuck.
Oh my god,
Matt,
so easy.
Prepared for this,
it's
bro.
So easy.
Yeah,
it's so easy.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Tua Tagovailoa. Are you kidding me?
That was
Tua Tagovailoa. Are you kidding me? How did neither of you think of that? Bro, Tua is
that's too easy. I did think
he's like
he's overrated because
let me break it down
I have
for
a
you.
genuine question though.
Matt, let me help you. Why do you think that Tua Tagovailoa is the most overrated player in the AFC East?
Because people gas him so much because he plays with Tyreek Hill, he plays with Jalen Waddle, Mostert, Achane, great supporting cast, and I'm not going to tax him for that. It's the fact that this man cannot play out of structure. He's got a noodle for an arm. I'm sorry. I'm looking at Tua, and I'm like, why can't Geno Smith do this? Well, I'm looking. No. Hold on. Okay, all right. This is going to sound real nasty, all right? But if you were to replace Tua, JJ's going to love this, all right? If you were to replace Tua in that offense with Michael Penix, you're saving money. No. You're saving money. Neither of them play out of structure, and Penix has the deeper arm. Who says no?
That's what you asked Dawson. That's who I wanted. I said if we're gonna pay Tua, I would rather draft Michael Penix than pay Tua $50 million.
I think that would have been the smarter move. And I'm sorry,
they should have.
Tua is just a stat. Like he's just empty stats. I don't value Tua Tagovailoa. He's barely a top 20 quarterback. He probably would be like right at the 20 spot for me if I saw a bigger sample size from like an Anthony Richardson this past season.
Yo, I want to say one thing. Before you started bringing up all like what Tua actually does, like he has a noodle arm or something like that, I would have said, so you talk about his class, but you're not going to say the same thing for, this is targeted at Young about Caleb Williams, but then he started bringing up all that other stuff. He said, look at the cast. He said he got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. I said, dang, I'm hearing the Bears right now. Yeah, we going to move on.
No, one guy is going to elevate, and one guy is a product of it. There's a huge difference.
No, I get it. No, I'm saying, no, but you're not peeping. Before he brought up, like, the noodle arm and stuff like that, like
he was just the cast.
Yeah, he was just describing Caleb Williams. I said, yo, that's crazy.
But that's a
lot. Right now, I would.
A lot of guys have a great cast
about it, but.
Hey, Donnie, who's your most overrated player? AFC East
I I really don't know. This is it's kind. I mean, I had one in mind, but I've been kind of pushing anti-agendas with this guy for a little bit. But I don't know. I just watched him last week on tape, and he was better than what I thought. So, you know what? I'll just throw out a name. I don't think people overrate him as much anymore, but he was getting overrated at one point. James Cook was getting overrated at one point. Pretty heavily too. Like I remember narratives of him being a top 10 running back in football, and I was like, guys, let's calm down, let's chill, let's take it easy.
Top 10 is egregious.
Yeah, top 10 is crazy. I just don't think he's a true bell cow in the NFL. And yeah, maybe you can say those don't really exist anymore. And like, yeah, maybe sure, but don't really think he's a guy you gonna be. You don't want to give him like Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, Christian McCaffrey level types of touches. So. And listen, he was super effective towards the end of the year. I'll give him credit. Shout out Joe Brady. Shout out the offensive line. Also, shout out Spencer Brown taking a big jump in the second half of the year. But yeah, I'll throw out James Cook's name.
JJ? You already know who I'm going to say, man. Go ahead and get that man Josh Allen on my face, bro. He's literally the most overrated player in the AFC East, and we're going to stand on that.
So JJ, go elaborate. Go ahead.
What you mean elaborate? We've been going through this for how many episodes? Remember when we went back and forth with Donnie? Him saying that he's the number 2 quarterback in the league is overrating him, in my opinion. That's all I got to say. That's it. That's right there. We stand on that. You want me to elaborate more further as to why I don't think he's number 2? Honestly, okay. Because I've really been thinking about this. And I'm not gonna lie, that man might not be 2, bro. He might not that he might not be 2. He might not even be 3, in my opinion. I'm just gonna be real. I'm just gonna keep it a stack.
You gotta explain. And not just some blasphemy either.
It's not blasphemy. I think Lamar Jackson is better than Josh Allen.
No, you don't.
No.
I think Lamar Jackson is better than Josh Allen. So look, what's wrong with you?
This is crazy.
Look, Joe Burrow. You already know how I feel about him. We don't really got to touch on that. I feel y'all already know how I feel about Joe Burrow. He's number 2 in my opinion. But I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the stuff that y'all praise Josh Allen for, the game-breaking rushing ability, he's still not even a better rusher than Lamar Jackson, in my opinion, right?
So that's obvious.
But there's levels to it, right? There's levels.
Yeah, that's obvious, though.
So y'all want to talk about the passing ability and all that stuff? Lamar Jackson is not that far of a way of a passer as y'all try to make it seem compared to Josh Allen. Josh Allen just has way better arm talent, as in arm strength, than him, and that's just a fact. There's nothing wrong with that. But other than that, I'm not gonna lie. As a quarterback, as a processor, as being able to go through your progressions, as being able to elevate players around you, Lamar Jackson does that with the best of them in this league. So I don't know why we're
go to Josh Allen.
He does it better than Josh Allen, in my opinion, though.
Does Josh Allen not elevate like Gabe Davis, Dawson Knox?
Yeah, for sure.
Josh Allen elevated John.
Nelson Aguilar got elevated too, but we don't want to talk about it, right?
Was the Bills?
Nelson Aguilar got elevated too, but y'all don't want to talk about it.
Was the Bills offense? Hold on.
Nelson Aguilar was the best with Derek Carr, not Lamar.
Was the Bills offense playing at its best when they weren't constantly throwing the ball to Stephon Diggs? Because Josh Allen was getting the other guys involved.
So you praise an offensive coordinator for something that he schemed up, that he designed? Is that what I'm hearing?
Wait.
No.
Can we do the same thing with?
Listen, I love Joe Brady. I love Joe Brady.
Why not?
Joe Brady.
All I gotta say is what happened in the playoffs when the ball went up in the air and Lamar Jackson said some and took that jump for about 40 yards. That's all I gotta say. That's called elevation right there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Can we
not want to talk about playoffs?
Oh no! I'm not comparing the playoff things. I'm just saying. I'm just bringing up a moment. I'm not talking about the whole entire.
2021.
You already know how I feel about talking about playoffs.
2021. Josh Allen is up there with like the best.
I'm not comparing the playoff runs. I'm talking about you said he's talking about elevation. I said, do you not remember in this playoff game when Lamar Jackson, the ball was up in the air, he said like he was a receiver and took that.
Against the Chiefs.
For the record, I know JJ trolling.
What we doing, gang?
I know JJ trolling because the smile on his face is number 2. Lamar,
yo, you gotta think you that.
I know you're trolling though. I know you're trolling.
And you said Lamar Jackson what?
He took that shit for 5 yards, gang.
Now he kept
maybe it was
Lamar
on first
Jackson
down.
name. It's crazy. Anyways, Lamar Jackson definitely elevates the talent. If anything, I'm not gonna lie, they keep drafting these little tiny receivers to put next to him. I think that's low-key disrespectful for what they're really trying to do with Lamar Jackson over there. I don't think giving them guys Zay Flowers, I think he is tough, but I don't think you want to give a guy like Zay Flowers to Lamar Jackson. I think you'd rather have a bigger guy, which they had in these past few drafts and all that stuff.
Like Mark Andrews.
Wait, I have a question. Doesn't Lamar and Josh Allen elevate more talent than Joe Burrow? So why is Joe Burrow?
No.
You gotta make me even more angry. Y'all love. I'm going by what y'all say though, right? But y'all love talking about elevation and then discredit Joe Burrow for elevating the talent around him too. Tyler Boyd was made into a very.
Tyler Boyd was producing with Andy Dalton. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Tyler Boyd was always good.
Producing with Andy Dalton.
Hey, not by a lot of people standing up. Y'all talking about Tyler Boyd was always good. I don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to factor in the fact that y'all don't want to factor in that Joe Burrow. Y'all don't want to factor in that Joe Burrow for the majority of his career is literally was dealing with some horrible guys up front to the point where he has to get the ball.
The Bills' offensive line wasn't good until this year.
I want y'all to know Josh Allen doesn't feel the same
wasn't good until this year.
Who did Joe Burrow elevate?
He elevated T. Higgins. He elevated what's his name? Tyler Boyd. He elevated.
That doesn't even make sense. Bro, Tyler Boyd. He did not elevate Tyler Boyd.
He didn't even elevate Tyler Boyd. So
he didn't elevate Tyler Boyd right now. Andy Dalton. I don't know what we're talking about.
Nah, he didn't. Y'all gonna lie to me right now.
What do you mean a lot? Look it up.
No, you could say he elevated Tyler Boyd. Sure, whatever. He was just
Tyler Boyd became a hot commodity over the years before you.
Tyler Boyd has always been regular. The fuck?
He's always been yes.
There was teams calling for Tyler Boyd's call. What? What are we talking about?
Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna go and say this right now. The Bengals didn't have Burrow for the majority of the year, and they still went above 500. You take Josh Allen off Buffalo, they're getting a top 10 pick. Maybe
they're winning 5 games max.
Carolina.
What are you talking about?
The funniest part though, Tyler Boyd's best years aren't even with Joe Burrow.
That's what you.
I'm about to cook you.
No, you're not. Okay, whatever.
You talking about his best years aren't with Joe Burrow, right? You talking about his best years aren't with Joe Burrow. Talk about who showed up on the scene after his Joe Burrow. So I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. Talk about this. Go remove Jamar Chase out the equation. Remove T. Higgins out the equation. Tyler Boyd is now even elevated even further because he's the third. He's delegated to be in the third.
But yeah, that's kind of how it works. That's because he.
Thank you. Okay, if you understand that, then you know that it's not about his best years not being. His best years are definitely with Burrow. He was in the Super Bowl.
JJ, how come? JJ, how come the Bengals had?
He said he was.
Hold on. No, bring him back
in. He's not here anymore. He said
he's here. He's here.
Bring him back in.
He definitely is here.
A bunch of malarkey.
JJ.
Y'all see what they doing to me?
JJ.
What up, bro?
You're telling me, what do you think the Bills' record would have been last year without Josh Allen?
Last year? What was the record last year? I don't even know.
11-6.
11-6. Without Josh Allen, probably 9-8, 8-9.
Yeah. Kyle Allen's winning 9 games.
Who was their backup QB? Mr. Trubisky?
Kyle Allen was their backup QB last year.
He's the worst quarterback.
Even if it was Mitch Trubisky, it was Kyle Allen though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think if it's Mitch Trubisky, I think you can make it work.
This isn't nasty. This is the fact that Josh Allen is way more valuable to the Bills than
we're doing. Yeah, I'm saying y'all doing hypotheticals like crazy for no reason. That's not the case.
Didn't you just say that if you take Jamar Chase?
The thing isn't hypothetical. Literally,
that's not a hypothetical. That's a known fact.
That is a hypothetical.
That's a known fact.
Hold on. Is it not a fact that if you take Josh Allen off the Bills get worse?
That was just trolling.
Hold on.
What? That was obviously.
Yo, my nigga, my good God, yo.
That's why I said they go 9-8.
Relax, bro.
This is what I'm going to say.
That is significantly worse.
Not only has Allen been clearly better in the playoffs, which we all know he has been. Every person here knows he has been better than Burrow in the playoffs. He's also been better in the regular season.
We're doing playoff talk again.
He's been better in both phases of the game, in the regular season and in the playoffs.
Then who?
Then Burrow.
Then Joe Burrow.
Josh Allen. Yes.
And we can move on. We done. It's been lied
JJ,
for no reason.
JJ,
and it's
without talking about the supporting cast, what does Joe Burrow do better than Josh Allen? Like, what makes him more valuable?
He's a better processor. He's a better thrower of the football. He's much more accurate than him. Yes, if you accuracy and throwing the football getting the ball to your receivers on the string is much better than just having a freaking rocket of an arm. I'm sorry. I don't value that also
dude, Burrow
he gets the ball much quickly. He is a better thrower of the football. He just is.
Allen makes throws that Burrow couldn't even dream of.
Oh, really? You see, I don't disagree with that. Lamar does too. There's a lot of people that do actually. But guess what? That doesn't mean that those guys are not better than him, bro.
That's why Joe Burrow is like
Josh Allen's number 2.
Number 5.
By the way, how come when you brought up Lamar Jackson saying, "Oh, people talk about Josh Allen's running, but Lamar Jackson's is better," which I agree with. You don't bring that up with Burrow. When Burrow's, I can name 12 quarterbacks that better runners than Burrow.
Daniel Jones is a better runner than freaking Joe Burrow.
Better of a passer?
Huh?
Clearly better of a passer?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
You're ridiculous.
That's not ridiculous.
He is more accurate. Okay, like he can throw easier throws better. Cool. Like
easier throws.
That's about it.
The only thing that Josh Allen, the only thing that I'll give Josh Allen is the super. No. The super duper high leverage throws. The super.
Even his is so manufactured. I can't even like.
That's the only thing I'll give Josh Allen and Lamar. The super duper, because you at a certain point arm strength doesn't matter even with time and accuracy. So that's all. I will give y'all that. But to the point of in general, just being able to play the football game, being able to go through your progressions, being able to throw the football, being one of the best throwers of the football in the league. That's what Joe Burrow does. That's what he is. That's his bread and butter.
That's what Brock Purdy did last year.
Brock Purdy does not even. And then you're disingenuous because Brock Purdy doesn't even have the level of arm strength that Joe Burrow has. So what are we talking about?
Okay, I didn't say that, but your whole argument.
I remember Brock Purdy couldn't even throw the ball past 20 yards his first year starting. So I don't know what we're talking about. At least Joe Burrow could.
Not even true. What are you saying?
What? I have clips of this.
What are you saying? He couldn't throw the ball 20 yards. That's
he literally couldn't get the ball past 20 yards in his first season.
That's not true. That's just not true.
I could get the ball past 20 yards. I can guarantee you that.
What are you talking about? That's your argument?
You said what?
I can throw an NFL football probably 25 yards.
If you put me in an NFL game right now, yeah, I'm gonna suck, but I'm definitely gonna sling it at least 20 yards. What are you talking about?
Y'all just own ability too much in my opinion. That's all I got.
20 yards?
Yo, look. Let's just get back to the fucking top because
y'all went on a whole tangent
about man said an NFL quarterback couldn't throw a ball 20 yards.
20 yards.
Look, all right, look. So Young, I'm gonna go back on.
I've seen people throw 20-yard passes at the Paralympics. I'm pretty sure Brock Purdy.
We good. So look. Young. Who was the most underrated player in the AFC East?
I'm gonna say Dalton Kincaid. I think he's gonna take a step because he has to be what Travis Kelce is for Mahomes these last 2 years. If he isn't, the Bills are going to struggle. I think he has to take that step. But I think he can take it. I think people are kind of sleeping on where he would like at the end of the year. If he's pushing top 5, I wouldn't be surprised. He's gonna sneak up on some people.
Nigel.
Oh, can I get off my overrated? Because I found an overrated guy.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is like kind of drag because the way I see it, like the Jets defense is so good. So I'm basically I'm picking the guy I think that benefits most from like his surrounding, and I think it's CJ Mosley. Like Quincy Williams is probably an all-pro. Like Quincy Williams is an all-pro. Quinnen Williams is an all-pro. Their corner duo is at least top 3, maybe even higher than that. I feel like Mosley. I don't want to say he's a one-trick. He's not a one-trick pony. But I think Quincy has more responsibility in that system, and he plays at a higher level. But I don't know if I can say he's overrated. I just think he benefits more from that how good that defense is than any like other individual player. That's what I'll say. As for underrated though, I'll go Ramondre Stevenson. I think he's still like just as good as he was in 2022, and that their situation in 2023 was just terrible, and I think it's probably still going to be terrible this year. But like you give him even a decent O-line and like decent weapons around him, like he could still go off just as well as he did in 22. I think he's not I don't think he's a top 10 talent, but 22 he played like a top 10 player at his position, and he could reach that just given even average surroundings. I think he's that good. So I'll say Ramondre.
I like that.
JJ?
I think my most underrated player in the AFC East is another Bills player, and that's Teron Johnson. Y'all want to talk about nickels and stuff like that? Y'all talking about corners and stuff like that? He is one of the most consistent nickel corners in the league. Actually, he's very. I think at the position he does it. He does it with some of the best of them. We all know Trent McDuffie is better. We all know you got guys like D. Alford and all these other guys in the league. But Teron Johnson, in my opinion, he's one of the three best nickel corners in the league. Now he's not a top 5, not top 10 regular corner in general because your responsibilities are different. But I think Teron Johnson is definitely like that as a nickel, in my opinion. He's very impactful to that Bills defense too.
Matt,
this is gonna be like heavy Patriots bias, but that's okay. I do genuinely think that this guy is underrated. Not many of y'all know this. Last year, Demario Douglas had the most receiving yards by a rookie receiver under Bill Belichick. And I know that that's a very low bar, but I think we need to start acknowledging like Demario Douglas could be a high-end wide receiver too by this time next year. Pop Douglas, he's not really super at anything, I'll say. He's just, but I do think he's a good route runner. I think he's a good deep threat, and I don't feel like he got that much attention last year. I think last year he was the best receiver in New England, and of course, like again, low bar, but at the same time, I think he should just get more credit.
Donnie?
I mentioned his name earlier, but I think Spencer Brown he took a jump, man. I think there's no denying that. Like when you watch his first 2 years, and that's what he was coming out of college. Go Panthers. Yeah, maybe I'm biased because I go to UNI. Don't care. That's what he was coming out. He was a raw offensive tackle prospect with jaw-dropping athleticism. Believe he is currently ranked top 5 in RAS score for a tackle ever. I believe he posted like a 9.98, 9.99. Ridiculous athlete. And he's a big dude also. He's about 6'8", probably 315, 320. He's a big dude.
Oh, okay.
And he's just out here being the freakiest athlete. But the technique was pretty raw. And I don't know who the Bills offensive line coach is off the top of my head. I apologize. But you deserve some flowers with the work you did with Spencer Brown because he was raw out of UNI. The technique was abysmal. He was getting torched at the Senior Bowl left and right. And he really took a jump last year. And, I've been saying it for a while. I'm a big believer in that third-year jump. We've seen a lot of guys. Two off the top of my head, Rashawn Gary and Josh Allen. Those are two big-time third-year jumpers. And I think Spencer Brown, maybe not quite on that level, but I'd argue he's a starting tackle that deserves money and I think will only continue to grow. So I'm a big fan of Spencer Brown, and I think we could see another jump this year.
Karen?
So I was gonna say Connor Williams, but he's not on the Dolphins anymore, and he got hurt last year. But I'm gonna say Christian Barmore. I see a lot of lists that don't have him in the top 10. Personally, for me, I think he's a top 10 D tackle, and it's really unfortunate because he got hurt this year, and he won't be able to improve this year, which really sucks.
Probably gonna miss the whole year.
Yeah, Christian Barmore, it's awesome.
All right. Karen, back on you. Who do you think is going to have the best offense in the AFC East?
The Dolphins. I'm not going to overthink it, really. Still got Tyreek Hill. You got Jalen Waddle. Maybe they use even Devon A. even more. You still got Mostert, who's injury prone, but he was healthy majority of the last year. So you still got Mike McDaniel as head coach. I'm not going to overthink it, really.
Donnie?
I want to say the Bills so bad just because of the fact that I think they're going to have one of the best, if not at least a top 2 run game in this division. I think they have the best offensive line in this division, and I think they have the best quarterback in this division. And I think that matters a lot. You know what? I'll roll with the Bills, man. Sure, why not? Dalton Kincaid can take a massive leap. I'm a big Keon Coleman fan. I know me and Trent are. We're big Keon Coleman fans here. I think there's a real chance he can get 1,000 yards this year as a rookie, especially with the wide receiver room kind of being just a big question mark right now. Listen, I know people make this comparison, and I'm not going to say it's going to be as good because obviously he's not as good as Mahomes, but why can't this offense be kind of something similar to that Chiefs offense in 2022 where the receivers were pretty lackluster, you had the big-time tight end, the offensive line improved. I'm not saying it's going to be that good because I don't. Because that year, I'm pretty sure that offense was the one in football, and I don't think the Bills' offense are clearly not going to be the best offense in football. I think it's going to be more close to the top 5. But as long as you have Josh Allen, the run game is going to be effective, and you have the best offensive line in the division, I'm going to roll with them. But I think all 3 teams have a chance, honestly.
Nah, so the Patriots.
This is where I side with JJ on where y'all starting to drag the Josh Allen shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Y'all starting to drag it. Yeah,
Am I dragging the other stuff?
I'm not gonna lie.
They're not the best offensive line.
I will say Buffalo is trying to do what KC
Yeah, they're
did.
trying. I'm not saying it's going to work out as
far as
well because the
taking away
Chiefs'
the
offense was the best in the league in 2022. Like stats wise, it was. They had the highest CPA per play, like all that stuff. They were the highest, and I'm not expecting the Bills to be like that. But can they have the best offense in this division? I think they can. So I'm going to go with the Bills.
I'm not gonna lie.
You being fake woke, well, I understand it. Like, you being fake woke though. Not gonna, you are being fake woke.
Come on, it's the Dolphins.
I can't. You being
Let
extremely
me be different. Let me be.
I
Different.
think it'll be good. I just
No, I won't let you be different. Donnie.
You can be different. You can be different, but you being fake woke though.
So this is a bad take. The Bills having the best offense in the AFC East is a bad take.
Dare to be different.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't see a world where if everybody's healthy,
it's not a world where they're going to be the best offense. It's not a world.
Now, if people get hurt and things happen like that,
No, it's possible. I
Dude,
can't lie.
we talk about Miami.
Dolphins.
I mean,
If you were to ask Doctor Strange, that's definitely.
You know what? You guys talk about Miami. I mean, I can just name something right away. The Dolphins' interior offensive line. You thought it was bad last year. It's going to be the worst in football this year. It's going to be worse than the Saints. Their interior offensive line is
where do they rank last year? Where do they rank last year?
It's horrible. The offensive line is.
Hold on. Where did they rank last year when it comes to offenses? You said where?
Weren't they number 1?
They were number 1.
Oh, so it's gonna go up from 1 to 3. Not fucking move, man. Bro,
offensive line matters.
Gang, if their O-line wasn't bad, if their O-line was bad last year and they had the number 1 offense last year,
but now it's even worse.
Okay,
now
so you're gonna drop from 1
If they
to 4?
go to 1 to 3, they're still gonna be better than the Bills.
Man, word. The Bills gonna have a top, maybe a top 15 offense.
Probably with the Bills.
He rocking with the Bills, man.
Go ahead, man.
And also, the Bills don't have Andy Reid, so
that's
true.
Mike McDaniel.
That's true.
Word.
He rolling with the Bills, man.
Go ahead,
rolling with the homies.
Go out, Joe Burrow, QB2. Take it easy over there.
All
right. I'd rather hear Joe Burrow QB2 than the Bills gonna have the best offense in the division.
Trust the process.
Yeah, I would.
All right,
Hey, y'all Donnie stands. Go ahead, throw y'all ones up in the chat, man.
Best offense in the AFC East is going to be
Johnny Mafia is crazy.
Yeah, Donnie.
Wait, go ahead. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's going to be my Patriots. I'm trolling.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, I just need to clear that up. There's been a lot of bad takes today, so I think I need to clear up like what's a troll and what's not anymore. But anyways, I think it's going to be Miami, but I will say I do see a certain like if the stars align correctly, there is a scenario where Buffalo ends up with a better offense than Miami.
Same with the
Everyone
Jets.
gets hurt.
Same with the Jets.
Same
with the Jets.
That's all.
I'm surprised no one said them yet because they could have the best offense too.
That's what I'm choosing.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Bro.
JJ, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, no, you might be right.
The best offense?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you already know. One, I'm not picking the Dolphins either, even though you know, my number 1 receiver in the league is on that team, man. So you can't count them out. But and Young, I'm saying I want to roll with your team so bad. You feel me? I'm sorry, Young, I can't do it right now though.
That's not my
team. Personally, now it's not just.
He said this.
Once they paid $250 million.
I said this a year ago.
Chop Robinson said
anything that starts with a 5, I'm out.
Shut up, Chop.
Yo, y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely rolling with the Jets. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
Don't have the best offense in the AFC East. Let's be real. Let's just keep it a stack, y'all boys. Y'all talking about the Bills and all this other stuff. The Jets revamped their own line. They added, one of the best jump ball receivers in the game, and Mike Williams. That offense with Garrett Wilson still gonna be smooth. You know what I'm saying? Move Breece Hall. Go ahead and chop that man up as a top 5 running back in the league, man. I'm sorry. I don't know what else you got to do except for add a tight end to the team. But CJ Uzoma, hey, my dog, they're going to turn you up over there. Yeah.
Eric Conklin isn't even that bad, though. He's like a Probably.
He's not.
He's probably like a top 15 fringe type.
Tyler Conklin. There's a guy who was starting most of
He's actually not bad.
Yeah, go ahead and we rolling with them, man.
Nigel?
I'm going with the Dolphins. They were what? They were number one last year. Like Donnie pointed out the O-line stuff, but I just don't know how much it matters, at least in the regular season against a lot of the teams that they end up playing most of the time. Because when they play like below average teams, I mean, it's 40 points, like basically chalk it up.
Plus the Jets also
the
have
best,
a lot
like,
of questions.
What does?
The Jets, like, they have some question marks, which I
don't really see, like, even if Rodgers is this like top 5 or even a top 3 guy, they don't have enough firepower, in my opinion. They don't have it compared to the Dolphins. I think saying they have like equal firepower is pretty crazy. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I hope
top end is really good. After that, what are we looking at though? Like Tua can go. They can go 2 running backs. They go 2 receivers. Like the Jets aren't doing that.
But it's the same thing with Miami though. But them 2 firepowers are fucking firepowers. What you mean?
But there's more. There's more with the Dolphins though.
Okay, hold on. What's the
don't sleep on my boy Braylon Allen. Oh
We're
my
talking
God.
Like he's not gonna get like 8-chance touches, but like he's
hold on. So what's the
okay? But I could also say Jalen Wright was better coming out than Braylon Allen. In fact, the consensus probably said that.
Jalen
Even if they're equal, Trent.
He's better than Braylon Allen, in my opinion.
I'm talking Hill. I'm talking Waddle. I'm talking Mostert. I'm talking Achane. That is 4 weapons that could all go stupid next year. Together. They don't have to.
Right. Okay, so you have Brees. You have Garrett Wilson, and because you can't do the injury call because Achane got hurt too. I'm adding Mike Williams to that bunch because Mike Williams healthy is a damn good wide receiver too.
We cannot compare what happened to Achane to Mike Williams though.
He still got hurt the first season.
Nah, they both missed the same amount of time. Oh, no, Mike Williams does more.
And Mike Williams is also 30. We're talking about a second-year running back in Achane. This is the time for him to pop off.
So now we're considering age. Okay.
Like word, what the fuck?
Age doesn't matter with injury history.
For a running back, especially, this is the time for Achane. If Achane's gonna pop off, it's now.
Dobby, you carried it right now. It's great.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not trying to hear the firepower because we talking about unlocking potential. We all know Garrett Wilson's potential. We all know that. We know.
I'm not arguing with the top 2. I'm not arguing with them.
I'm saying the firepower is right with them, and you have Aaron Rodgers in the bunch.
That's still 2 players, though. And first of all, Tua's deficiencies, which we all know, haven't affected them in the regular season.
Nigel, we've seen him. You know damn well. A duo. What's his name? Like Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall can be at the same value as them 4 with Miami.
Wait. What you saying? JJ,
the reason I'm saying that because you add Aaron Rodgers to the bunch.
But Tua has never hindered in the regular season.
It will be different. It will be different.
I want to agree with you, but you talking
about.
No,
here's the thing. It will be different if we have somebody who at quarterback. It will be different if we had
Kirk Cousins. No, not even Kirk Cousins. Jordan Love, sure. Jordan Love.
Not.
Hey, look here. Hey, Trey.
Something better, something better.
Because I think that the Jets are going to have the best offense, and it might not be stats, but I am taking 90% Aaron Rodgers with Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, and Mike Williams over what they're doing in Miami.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that. When he said just Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall,
that's 2 guys. Like they're both elite.
We just had that last year. We just had that last year, gang.
Not with Aaron Rodgers.
Not with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, not with Aaron Rodgers. No, we can't.
Yeah, and not with Mike Will on the outside either.
And JJ, plus they have Mike Williams now, and you know Mike Williams the ultimate bailout receiver.
So where are all the Allen Lazard gassers from last year?
Put it like this: if you look at 2021, that Packers team was Devontae Adams, Allen Lazard
in the Toon Squad. Devontae Adams. No. It was Devontae Adams in the Toon Squad. That's what it was.
Well,
Allen Lazard is the
receivers.
Here right now.
Aaron Jones.
It was Aaron Jones. I think Breece Hall is better than Aaron Jones. I don't think Garrett Wilson is better than Devontae, but I think with Aaron Rodgers, you will get that type of level.
I just think y'all are low-key being a little disingenuous.
And Mike Williams,
Rodgers would literally have to be the best QB in the league for this to materialize. In my opinion,
I know Brees is a better running back, but do you think they'll have a better run game than Miami?
Because if the O line is good, yes.
Yeah.
I do think
I'm gonna tell you why. Because
it could be equal footing. Sure.
You're gonna have to go white box against them. You can't one-on-one Garrett Wilson. You can't one-on-one Mike Will. It's that simple. So you have to have
the passing attack.
The one thing I'm skeptical about the Jets is that Tyron Smith, even though he's still really good, he is injury prone. If he goes down,
I'm just Karen. I think Tyron Smith, if he plays 12 games, that's a steal.
Word.
Okay.
He's gonna get hurt.
Wait, who plays 12 games?
Tyron Smith.
Oh.
I think
they still got the tackle they drafted, bro. So they're gonna be
as long as they can be. I mean, last year they were horrible. If they can just be serviceable for Aaron Rodgers, this is where like people forget who Aaron Rodgers really is, man. Like I don't know who y'all think Aaron Rodgers is just because when he had all these rookies at wide receiver.
And it's really
that was selling him.
That shit that was selling.
Oh, listen, I don't fault him for that. He was injured and he had cracked ribs too. Like
I said, even if he is this guy, I would still take the Dolphins. That I literally prefaced it with that. I didn't say I'm not saying Rodgers is going to come back and be mid. Like that's not my because if that was the case, then we're not even having this discussion. Yeah. I'm saying this assuming Rodgers is still that guy, and I still think the Dolphins just have deeper. They have more depth at weapons and they have better play calling. Like. If Nathaniel Hackett is just not a factor, then sure. Like I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest, he really isn't. He really isn't
because he used to be with Aaron Rodgers. I don't think it's a factor.
Like Aaron Rodgers,
if it's just Rodgers' offense, if it's just Rodgers doing whatever he wants,
Nigel,
then
this offense is going to be how Peyton literally he's the offensive coordinator. Aaron Rodgers is calling plays.
Oh, Adam Gase.
Nathaniel Hackett is there to kind of just.
Just
make
exist.
This is Aaron Rodgers' guy. Let's just make him be all right.
Happy.
But Aaron Rodgers is calling the plays 1,000%. He's running that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, because if Nathaniel Hackett was a factor, Rodgers would have been a Bronco.
Not word. And anytime on one man's giving you 1,700, why we act like Garrett Wilson doesn't have 1,500 potential yards? Why we act like
Aaron has 1,500 potential?
He's getting
all I'm saying is
what Jalen Waddle's is gonna or what Jalen Waddle's gonna do.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I feel like it is still like
Wait, time out.
You talking about me?
Wait, say that again, Nigel. Say that again.
I was saying, because you said Garrett Wilson can go for 1,500. I agree, but is Mike Williams going to match what Jalen Waddle does?
If he's healthy,
I just don't see that.
Pause. Wait, so pause. Why we see him do that already though?
Yeah, before he tore his ACL. Now it's after. I mean, huh?
When did Mike Williams?
You talking about Mike Williams?
When did Mike Williams tell you ACL?
Last year.
Week 4 last year.
3 games last year.
He tore it last year.
Yeah,
yes.
Week 4 last year.
That's the whole reason. If they added Mike Williams because his 1,000-yard season or something,
that's why you only got that's only why you got a 1-year contract.
But even with Mike's skills involved, he's not I'm not really.
If he's fully, again, all of this is preface fully healthy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I agree.
If Mike Williams is fully healthy,
that entire offense comes back the same.
Yeah. I'll say this. I just trust Miami more right now to have a better.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine.
That's basically my point. That's basically my point.
Because I think the Jets is a lot of projection. Like I don't know, but
yeah, but I think Mike Williams can give you like what he did in 2021. I think he can.
That's in 2021. That was like his best year.
Yeah,
number 2 across Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, and I think he can do that with Garrett Wilson next to him. Aaron Rodgers, why can't he? He did it with just
if he's the number. I'll say this: if he's the number 2, he can do that. If he's the number 2,
because all he has to do is win 1-on-1. If Mike and he can do that.
That's all he can do.
That's his job.
You know who Mike Williams is going to be? You know what Mike Williams is going to be for Aaron Rodgers?
What?
Like how he used to, like how
James Jones.
Just like James.
Okay.
It's
go win.
He's underrated.
Big plate ball. That's all you have to do.
James Jones underrated. Don't sleep on him.
You gonna throw that shit up?
Here's my thing. Here's my problem with this Mike Williams thing is that, yes, if he comes back fully healthy, this does make a lot of sense. I doubt that a receiver who's made his career out of after tearing his ACL, I doubt it's going to be the same Just because
Mike Williams is going to be Kelvin
guys
Benjamin.
that injury history, guys like Michael Gallup, like Michael Gallup's not on the same caliber of Mike Williams.
No, but they're the same style of player. I agree.
Yeah, I know, and we saw that
jump ball
happen.
guys, physical.
Yeah, it's all gonna all of it's 100% on if they're healthy. If they're not healthy, I think it's clearly the Dolphins. I don't think the Bills really have a chance, but
they definitely don't. Oh my god!
I think there's so many factors for the Jets that have to go right.
Can we just talk about the two powerhouse? Those are the two powerhouse offenses right there. I don't know. Josh Allen is gonna give you a couple votes just because he's Josh Allen. But after that, what are we talking about?
Gabe, I don't think that's an issue because I got a whole lot of faith in the Falcons and they got Kirk Cousins behind them. If Kirk Cousins don't play, they SOL.
A lot less.
Yes,
they're SOL. Yes, y'all not winning shit.
I don't think.
I think Drake London would be. I think Drake London low-key would be a bigger loss than if they lost Kirk Cousins because the receivers after Drake London is like bad. Like it's rough.
Yeah, they are awful. They are
Darnell Mooney. Please respect Darnell Mooney, bro.
Ray McLeod, dog.
Hey, but that's why you could have drafted wrong. But you know who you go with? You could have drafted wrong. Oh wait, couldn't they? Yeah, right.
Yes.
They could have drafted a lot of guys, but they
could have drafted wrong.
We could have drafted like guys.
They could have drafted a lot of guys, but they went with Michael Penix.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways,
it's still so baffling to this day.
No, I'm talking about.
No.
It's been almost 4 months.
Back to the AFC East talk on the Jets. On the Jets, bro. Real talk. I do think y'all are being a little disingenuous to just still what the Dolphins are capable of. At the end of the day, we just witnessed the guy almost go for 2K. I don't care what y'all say. When you see that, that's just automatic means for it. There's not, unless injuries and stuff happen, there's not much that's gonna stop you from replicating that. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Waddle is still a guy that y'all don't really put much faith in for some odd reason, but he should still be a factor in the facts that the offense is going to be what they are, and they always get the speed option going consistently in with their two running backs, especially now adding HA to that fold too. I think that's something that's the best part of their run game. They don't do a lot of things like in terms of inside zone and all that stuff well, but when they do get it going in all those facets, when they get it clicking in those areas, regardless of who their quarterback is, they're a great elite offense. And now the reason why I agree with the Jets is because one, we're about to see Aaron Rodgers with a much better offensive line, right? We're about to see a guy that y'all don't want to talk about that's also injury prone, AVT. He's still on that line too, but y'all don't want to talk about that too. That whole offensive line, other than like Olu Fashanu, honestly is injury prone, but we put faith in them anyways. Morgan Moses, dang, why am I forgetting? Tyron Smith.
They signed who? John Simpson.
Morgan Moses, John Simpson, Joe Tippmann at center. Then the rest.
Yeah. So like, if we really getting to the facts on that stuff, those guys are still injured. There's a lot of injuries on that Jets team, but the difference is you don't. As real fans of the sport and all that stuff, you don't bank on injuries. That's just one. You don't bank on injuries hindering your team that much. You just don't. If you do, then you're living yourself a facade. Because then when you see them go out there and produce like they're supposed to, you'd be like, oh well, I'm surprised. I didn't expect. No, you shouldn't be surprised by that. Honestly, that's what you're supposed to do after you come off an injury. You can't just be sitting there babying that injury the entire time, or else you're gonna get bad products throughout the season. That's not what they're gonna do. But guys like Mike Williams complement Garrett Wilson, open up the game for Garrett Wilson. Guys like Aaron Rodgers is going to be able to, regardless if he can't have nowhere near the mobility that he once did, he's going to still be one of the best pocket passing quarterbacks in the league. I don't care what y'all say. That's a given. If you go 23-2, whatever, you're going to be one of the best pocket passing QBs in the league. That's what you do. That's what he is. That's who he is. So he understands that part of the game. He understands that part of the game to a T. That's why the Jets, in my opinion, still are going to have one of the better offenses in the league. And then don't forget about Brees Hall. And then now the addition of Braylon Allen, too, they're going to have a great 1-2 punch back there. Their running game is going to be amazing. And you still have Olu if one of your tackles do go down. So, I look, guys, you just got to be a little bit more accepting and a little bit just give them a little bit more faith. It's blind faith at times, but it's not too blind when we know that's how the NFL is. You get injured, you come back from your injury. That's what happens. Now, if you don't come back, then we have a whole different conversation. But for the most part, you have a much higher success rate of coming back from the injury than not. That's what it is.
All right, Young, back on you. Best defense.
Ooh, it's probably going to be, comfortable. Ooh, actually not comfortably. I'm going to take the Jets. I wouldn't be surprised if the Pats have a really, really good defense. But yeah, I'm gonna just take the Jets. I don't think those guys. But the
Baltimore is the reason why I'm kind of comfortably Jets.
What'd you say?
No Baltimore is why I'm comfortably Jets right now.
I'll say the Jets. The Jets they were a great defense last year. They haven't really lost any pieces. They added Reddick if he plays. I think Reddick, if he plays, takes them to that tier where it's a clear. I don't know, but New England is good, man. They have a lot of talent. It's just no Barmore hurts.
How long is Barmore out?
I'm pretty sure.
Probably the year. I mean, his blood clot.
He's dealing with blood cloud, so that's kind of
David Andrews had that like a couple seasons ago, and he ended up missing the whole year, and it was around
the whole year. Yep.
Yeah. So I wouldn't expect, like they said, he's out indefinitely.
That's just something stuff like that. You don't even really mess with. You just give.
No, you don't. You just
That's definitely your life. That's life threatening right there. So.
Yeah.
Nigel.
No, I would also say comfortably the Jets. I do briefly want to talk about the Dolphins because if the Dolphins, if their edge rushers were healthy, because I really do like their D line when healthy, and then also they added the dude from Seattle, Jordan Brooks. They added I like David Long. Their secondary, Jalen Ramsey and Javon Holland, they would be probably a top 10 level defense if they were healthy. But it's just, with Chubb dealing with the ACL and stuff, they're not really going to be in that conference.
So Nigel, to that point,
I'll go Jets.
To that point, I can see where you're coming from, but I don't think it's more contingent on Phillips than Chubb, in my opinion. It's always going to be more contingent on Phillips.
Right? Yeah.
Because Chubb has now dealt with so many injuries throughout his career.
Injury problems in college, dude.
Yeah, but I'm saying Chubb has dealt with so many injuries throughout his career that we already know.
He tore his ACL in 19 with the Broncos.
And then you saw what just happened to him again. So. And even then, my point is, Chubb is he was always a former shell of himself anyway. Before when he was with Von Miller, and after that ACL injury, and we just never really saw the same guy. What we should be paying attention to is, like you said, the edge rusher duo, and not only that D line is it's pretty solid, and people will be trying to downplay Calais Campbell and stuff like that.
Sealer is old, very good.
Because he's old, it's not going to do anything. But I'm not gonna lie, he's still going to give you very productive minutes on the field. He's going to be very solid for you. Even
Sealer's still there.
Sealer, they gave him a fat contract.
So Nigel, I can see where you're coming from, especially with that secondary: Kyle Fuller, Jalen Ramsey, Jordan Poyer, Javon Holland.
Definitely pretty good.
I even forgot that Poyer. Yeah,
that's cracked out right there. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't
care how you feel about
Jordan Poyer right now. He's
better than Howard,
11
who were
12,
playing
whatever.
last year.
But yeah, I agree, Jenkins, right there. That's what I was gonna say. Wilkins is the biggest loss. If they have found a way to keep Wilkins, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Pay Wilkins, get Michael Penix.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If they have found a way to keep Wilkins, that defense would have been some. That would have been crazy, boy. I can't even lie.
It could have been top 7, probably.
I think the pass D is going to be the best D in the what's it called, best defense in the AFC East.
All right, Matt.
I want to say my Patriots, and it's Barmore hurts, but at the same time, I my heart says the Patriots. My brain just says I can't just look at the Jets from Robert Saleh as their defensive coordinator to just looking down the roster, even without Barmore, or no, even with Barmore, I think the Jets front 7 is still better. I think the Jets secondary is better, and if not, then they're on par. The
linebackers are better too.
Yeah, I mean, I want to pick my Patriot. I just can't do it.
Donnie,
it's gonna be the Jets. I'm not going to explain it. They just got the best talent. They got arguably the best coach in that division also. It's going to be the Jets.
Clean sweep.
I'm gonna say the Jets, and I think they're going to be better because they're not going to be on the field every fucking second. Quarterbacks.
Shout out to Iowa. Iowa.
And the Patriots are going to be on the field 24/7. So it's going to be a struggle.
Right, so
the Patriots offense.
Karen, back on you. Who's your breakout player for the AFC East?
I don't really I think Devon Achane could be a top 6 running back next year. Dude, his talent.
Raheem Mostert top 10.
What?
Go ahead and say Mostert top 10.
Mostert?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What you mean? What I mean?
JJ, you think Mostert's a top 10 running back?
No, I'm saying go ahead and say Mostert top 10 if you're gonna put A-Chain in the top 6.
I mean,
bruh, that.
No, just no.
I think Devon A-Chain can establish being great between the tackles. I think he could be one of the best running backs in the league, and I think he will. So,
Donnie?
Just real quick, every year, I always post a video about a prospect, or not prospect, good lord, over a player that I think that every year that I would bet my life savings on, and almost every single year I've been right. In the past, I've picked guys like Sewell and Derek Stingley. I'm going to go with another corner this year. I'm betting my entire life savings that Christian Gonzalez is going to be a Pro Bowl this year. My entire life savings. Unless he gets hurt, there's just no way that he does not become one of the 10, 8, maybe even 5 best corners in the league. Dude, the way he moves at his size is jaw-dropping. It's bananas. So, Christian Gonzalez, I'm betting my life savings on you. It's not much because I'm in college, but I'm betting my life savings on you.
Matt?
Yeah, so Christian Gonzalez was going to be my answer. But
Sorry, Matt.
It's okay. It's okay. Other than Gonzo, I would say that like some players who I could see breaking out. There's a couple. I mean, there's not one that I could specifically pick out, but I would say Pop Douglas and Keon White.
Keon White.
You were going to say Keon White.
Maybe. No, I was going to say DeMario Douglas.
Okay. Well, I already touched upon DeMario Douglas earlier, so
yeah,
I don't want. I'm not trying to talk about that all over again, but yeah.
JJ?
Well, I was going to say DeMario Douglas. I think DeMario Douglas is a guy that's going to be able
to keep the stealing train going.
To go ahead and break out. You know what I'm saying? I think, honestly, like Matt said earlier, he is one of the more underrated players in the AFC East, and he was actually pretty solid for them last year. I think, personally, you got Jalen Polk, you got Baker, you got him. They're going to lean on him, especially since he's now, quote-unquote, a veteran out of the 3. So they're going to lean on him more than the other 2, just to start off, in my opinion. You know, things could change. You know what I'm saying? They can have Puka Nacua type things. But I think definitely DeMario Douglas is the guy that's going to break out. In another receiver that's going to break out in that receiving core. It's going to be him and Baker. So, yeah.
All right. Is on Friday. Who's it on?
Nigel. Yeah. I guess kind of a chalk answer. I'll go with Kincaid. I don't even think I didn't realize he caught 70 plus balls last year.
He had 100 targets last year, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't realize he was that productive.
He broke the single season record for Bills receptions and receiving yards by a tight end. He was
by a tight end. Okay. Yeah. And then also he wasn't used as much vertically, I don't think. And now with more of an open receiving room, I think that's how they're really going to use him. And he could easily, I think, go for 1,000 yards with the wide receiver
catches
room.
They're going to let Dawson Knox still be more to that vertical stretch out later.
Dude, 73 catches.
I don't know, dude.
91 targets.
His moments
in the red zone.
If Kincaid doesn't go for 1,000 yards, then actually
that's actually crazy. This dude had 73 catches on 91 targets. That's wild.
Because he's being used so close, it's crazy. Only intermediate stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And he's one of the faster tight ends, I think, that I've seen. So
even if it is just intermediate stuff, the fact that only less than 20 of his passes targeted to him weren't complete, that's crazy. That's absurd.
Yeah.
Young.
My guy is Garrett Wilson. He's still he's highly rated guy. I just think after this season,
top 5 agenda,
he's going to be a top 5 wide. I think he's going to be pushing top 5 wide receiver. I think he's good. I think there's a level he can unlock that we haven't seen with just better quarterback play. I think there's a lot more to his skill set than we've seen, and we've seen a lot. So I think he'll be a top 5 receiver.
1,000 yards with Zach Wilson.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. My breakout player. Since
now you want to do it.
Yeah, of course, because I'm about to shout out Yo State in the first. Shut the fuck. Anyways, my breakout player, because of course I was a recruiter at one point. I've been following Bros for a minute. Yeah, he was the Devontae Adams of high school. I'm going Javon Baker. I'm not gonna lie, he got it. I think Javon Baker gonna be a key piece for the Patriots. I really hope he breaks. I think him and Poe can do justice, bro.
Fun fact: I had a higher grade on him than I did on Poe.
Wait, can I say another one? I completely forgot.
Oh,
I know he was hurt last year, but I think Kyrie can break out. Nothing crazy, but like top 25 corner.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Sure. That's the one player I'm never gonna let down. I had him above McDuffie.
I still
it's one take I'm never gonna let myself live down.
I still think there's hope for him. He's very young.
Fucking I love Kyrie Allen coming out. He was so good.
He's only 23. Like he.
Damn.
I'm not just saying this because I go to UCF. Javon Baker is one of the. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's one of the what? Crazy how everyone hopping on that train now.
One of the what, Maddie?
Yeah, he
like
didn't even.
12 best receivers in the draft. I'm sorry.
Who?
12.
Oh, 12 is kind of broad. You could shorten the list.
I know.
I thought you were about to say he's one of the best receivers out of UCF. I was about to say you're crazy.
No, you would have said he cooked. You would have said he cooked.
He's better than Brandon Marshall.
In the draft.
No, Brandon. Bro, I went to the same high school as Brandon Marshall, and Brandon Marshall,
Traquan Smith.
Yeah, Traquan Smith. Yep.
Yeah.
So then after Traquan is he start right?
Gabe Davis.
I almost.
Gabe Davis. You want to talk about?
I'm not gonna lie. Javon Baker
UCF?
might be better than Gabe Davis.
You want to talk about Gabe Davis?
He's a better NFL player, but coming out of UCF, he wasn't better than Gabe. Sadly,
Gabe Davis is ass, bro. Gabe Davis is so.
He said Javon. He said what happened? As UCF, like who's the best UCF receivers? He wouldn't be up there with Gabe. He probably wouldn't. I think he has a better skill set. Just I think he moves.
So what's he number 4?
Like he'll be better in the NFL.
Yeah, I think he'll be a better NFL player.
So you think he's number 4, or you think is this a fourth guy you got in your head?
Nah, because these are guys like Mike Sims Walker is better than him, but these are old heads.
Which
trend? I was gonna say that a minute ago.
Javon Baker yards this year.
Huh? Dude, Brandon Marshall
played. Javon Baker can have 1,000 yards this year.
All right, we need to chill.
No, probably not. Just I think that offense is horrible.
Guys, getting 1,000 yards as a rookie is really hard.
But
very hard.
Not even Devontae Smith.
Come on. Yeah, but if there's one team he could do it on is the Patriots because like they don't really have anyone.
Still like minimal. Like
I mean, they just cut Juju and they still have like 5 guys.
You know what? If Drake May just wants to spam targets to Javon,
bro, Juju's knees.
They have Hunter Henry still.
Bro, Juju's knees are like
Kendrick Bourne is still gonna play.
Yeah,
like
regardless. Gonna get his.
Yes, Demario Douglas, like we were talking about. Like,
yeah,
Jalen Rager. No, I'm playing.
Juju's knees are playing. Yeah, Juju's knees are playing.
Jalen Rager. No, Jalen Rager
on the team.
Returner though this year, I will say that.
I didn't even know he was still on the team.
Devontae Parker.
Yeah, he is. We signed him to an extension before last season was even over.
I'm never going to forget that 1 year Devontae Parker.
KJ Osborne.
That was
they signed KJ Osborne.
Yeah. And we got KJ.
Better than Mike Evans, Sonny.
They have too many receivers.
Oh man, Kieran.
All right, we need to keep it going.
Let's go.
Who did you say Mike Evans?
Nope. Stop. Nope.
No, I didn't catch it. I didn't catch it.
Anyways.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Kieran, I said Kieran. Young, back on you. Team you expect to regress in this division? I think it's going to be the Bills. For me, I just think all the not tricks are out of the bag, but you've seen, I think, what the offense is going to be. It sometimes takes a year for guys to kind of pick up on what you're doing unless you change. I don't really think they change just with their players. They might use guys the same, maybe use them a little bit differently, but I think the offense is going to get funneled to Tyreek. I think it's going to be a lot of razzle-dazzle, but I just think 2 is limited, in my opinion. And I think, again, you saw kind of the blueprint last year. It's just, you want to bump and run a little bit with them to throw off the timing. I think a lot more teams are going to try to do that. So I think they're going to regress the most, in my opinion. Nigel?
Yeah. I got to say the Bills. Their defense also, I feel like, is not going to be – I mean, their defense already was kind of not shaky. Like, it was still probably above average, but this year it's probably closer to average. And then the offensive stuff, like we've touched on it, losing Diggs. And, having more open season, I guess, in the receiver room. So, yeah, I'd go Bills.
Well, let me ask this: does anybody think else does anybody think is automatically going to be the Bills?
You could say Miami. It wouldn't make sense to say the Jets or the Patriots.
No.
I think the Dolphins are going
I don't know.
I think the Dolphins are
say the Patriots. Like Josh
Wait.
I was going to say Miami. That's what I was going to say.
I think the Dolphins
My pick
regress
was going to be the Patriots. I think the Patriots are going to regress.
So they're going to go from the third pick to the first pick.
I mean, they are
I think
bad.
No. I think the Patriots are going to. Wait a minute. Let me look at my.
I don't know how you go from.
They won
4 games last year.
I don't know how you go
right?
from Dookie to Dookie. Like that don't make no sense to me.
They're going to go 2-15.
I think they're going to win 3 games.
So you basically went from
I have them
Jamarcus
going
Russell
3-14.
to Ryan Leaf.
I don't think y'all's defense is bad
pretty
enough
much.
to win 3 games, man.
I think the Patriots are actually.
And we still ended up with
they won 4 games.
I think the Pats will be in a lot of games. They just won't win them.
Drake May couldn't even breathe today. I've never seen that line.
I mean that happened last year.
It's called the Tennessee Titans last year.
We almost beat Philly in week 1.
It's called the Saints against. It's called Trevor Penny, Josh. That's what it's called.
It's called the Saints this upcoming year.
Once again, Trevor Penny.
The Saints are the definition.
Dude, the fact that Trevor Penny was getting toasted by a 6th-round rookie is so crazy. Like consistently too. Like what the hell happened, dude? You were first.
They traded up for him, by the way. They traded up for Penny.
They did.
They gave up a first, I believe.
They gave up a first-round pick to Philly.
Of the next year, which they used to draft Jalen Carter, I think. Yeah, that's crazy.
I just want to say this real quick. I just
that's crazy.
Josh.
That's crazy, dog. That's crazy.
You know what? Akaroka Ford. The Patriots suck. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, he's awful. Yeah, the Steelers guy. Yeah.
Who's it on?
His name is like Chukakaka Okafor.
On Donnie.
Yeah, that's who he's talking about.
Oh, Donnie. Yeah. So Donnie, you said okay. Wait, Donnie said Miami though. So who else? JJ, who'd you go with?
For best to improve.
Team you expect to regress?
No, to regress.
No, I said I agree with the Bills.
Yeah.
Okay, Karen, who you got before you go to the last?
I think the Bills will regress, but they'll still be a good team.
Me too.
So
I think they'll be a wild card team.
All right, so Karen, last time before we head out, last one before we do, division standings.
This is tough. This is actually really tough.
Well, last place isn't tough.
Well, yeah, the last is the Pats, and then I'm kind of skeptical. Do I go with the Bills because of Josh Allen or the Dolphins because of the better offensive talent? Because I'm picking the Jets one. I'm picking the Jets one. I'll say the Bills and Dolphins both make it, but I'll say the Bills go second, the Dolphins go third.
Wait, I got a question. I got one thing. How do you think that? But when we did the episode last week, you got the teams in the North doing the same thing, similar things.
What do you mean?
There's not enough spots to in and on the AFC.
Something's got to give.
I wasn't here.
Was he not here for the North?
No, I wasn't here.
No, that was. I know who you're talking about. That was someone else. Who was it? I forget who said that. Someone said it. It wasn't Kieran. Someone said it though.
It can't be 3. Either way,
wasn't here when we were talking about the Steelers.
No, I was not here.
Oh no, he wasn't. No, it wasn't. Somebody said that.
No, I remember someone said it. I just forgot who.
Wait, didn't Matt say 3 teams ago or something?
Oh yeah, Matt said that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you think 3 teams are going, but I'm just saying you gotta know that.
I think the Bengals are winning 11 games and missing the playoffs. Like I think that division is low.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh,
that's
11 games is nuts to miss the playoffs.
11 games.
Like that's probably happened like twice ever.
We're not going down this rabbit hole. We did that last week.
Yeah, we did it last time. Yeah,
Get off of that. I'm good off of that.
Yeah.
You were fraud, sir.
Donnie,
I'm just curious who your wild card is.
So I already made my final record prediction, so I just have it all right here. Last place, I have the Patriots going 3-14. Not really going to say much there. At the third spot, I have the Dolphins getting the 8th seed, so they just missed out on the playoffs. I have them going 9-8. I just think losing Vic Fangio is the biggest key, and then also their offensive line just, I'd argue, going to be bottom 5 in the league next year. Then that's going to hurt a lot. And then in second place, and I want to clarify, both of these teams, I have them both going 12-5. But I am going to pick the Bills to win this division.
Yo, bro.
And
you got it.
The reason is because, and listen, I'll go ahead and say it. If you followed me on TikTok last year, which I'd imagine not a lot of you guys did, considering I just met you guys within a year ago, and you can ask Kieran. Kieran, was I not the biggest Jets fan ever?
You were.
I said the Jets were going to go like 15-2.
Oh, yeah, no, you were.
I was so in on the Jets. I was like, Jets are going to win it all. Aaron Rodgers MVP, Aaron Rodgers Super Bowl. I was all, well, I said Trevor MVP, but either way, I was like all on the Jets, Jets Super Bowl. And then Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles on the third down, and my heart just shattered. I was so sad. The reason I'm picking the Bills is just because of the fact that I just have so many questions with injuries, man. I hate betting against injuries, but dude, Tyron, Elijah Vera-Tucker, Morgan Moses, Aaron Rodgers, Mike Williams. Just there's so many questions. And I wish I had the same confidence as I did with the Jets last year, because I was so in on the Jets last year. I thought for sure they were going to make the playoffs. I was so in on the Jets. This year, I'm just going to take a step back. Just going to take a breather. I'm going to say I know what the Bills are. I don't know what the Jets are, at least offensively. I have them both going 12-5, but in my rankings, I have the Bills winning the division. But I'm not surprised that the Jets win this division. I'm not surprised that the Jets get the 1 seed. That is how good the talent is. It's just I want to take a step back. Let's see. Okay.
All right, man. Go ahead.
I think last play we got the Patriots. I think they win games tops. I think Miami third. I think they win 7 games. Buffalo second. They win 11 games, and the Jets are going to be number 1, 12-13 wins.
JJ.
I think the Jets are gonna win about. I can see them going 10-7 or 11-6.
Mm-hmm.
I think that who's two? I do think that the Dolphins could also tie that record. That's why I said with the 10-7 thing, I think they could tie it, and so we'll be seeing a battle for first. So you can see that's why I said if they go 11-6, then just got it locked down. But I'll go 10-7 for both teams, and then after that, I think the Bills, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think they have a losing record, even with Keon Coleman might have been being solid. I think they go 8-9, 7-10. And then after that, wow, there's nothing else to talk about when we talk about the Patriots other than my boy Gonzo, Javon, you feel me, and DeMario, man. So ain't nothing else.
And we could talk about Michael Nguyen. It's okay.
Oh yeah, him too. Yeah, he's fire.
Nigel.
All right. I also have Bills and Jets tied, but I have the Jets actually coming in first. And then I've got the Dolphins I think I had them at 9-8. Wow. And then the Patriots winning. I think I had them here at 4 games, but honestly, perhaps I'll just keep them there at 4. I'll say they finessed like a game or 2.
I was just in your shoes. It's only going to go up from there. Trust me.
I have the card.
I doubt we get a Marvin Harrison Jr.
We were probably worse than you guys.
Donnie, no, you weren't.
Donnie, I appreciate it, but we are not getting a player as good as Marvin Harrison Jr.
Donnie,
I'm talking about last year when we had Josh freaking Dobbs week 1.
Oh, and Josh Dobbs too.
You at least had Kyler Murray come back.
Our wide receiver Michael Wilson, 3rd round rookie.
Clayton Tune.
Respect Michael Wilson. He's going to break out.
At least we had a solidified wide receiver.
Clayton Tune. Respect Clayton Tune.
Okay, but you know what, Matt? At least you had Christian Gonzalez. What did I have week 1 last year? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, you had Christian Gonzalez for what, 3 weeks?
Hey, that's more than any. I had nothing for week 1.
Yeah, we got shut out in 2 of the games.
I had Buda Baker, that's right.
In a 2-week span, the Patriots got blown out by like 32 points.
I had
to the Saints and then got shut out by the
Cowboys.
I'm sorry, like I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, Baker and Thompson. Yeah.
McBride.
McBride. Yeah.
James Conner too. James Conner.
McBride did not break out until like later.
What's your division?
No, true. Yeah, that's fair.
I got the Jets win the division. Buffalo in 2nd, Miami 3rd, New England 4th. I think it's going to be close towards the top. I think early, especially the way Miami plays in warmer weather, I think it's going to be really close, and then I think they're going to fall back, and I think Aaron Rodgers then catch the heater because I think their schedule starts off a little hot. Besides San Fran, but They can win and get into a hot streak. If they don't, there's gonna be a problem. But I think it's Jets. They win like 10 or 11. Buffalo wins like 10, and then Miami 8 and 9, 9 and 8. New England.
Yeah, their schedule's pretty light the first half. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I got Jets winning it. Who's gonna be second though? That's gonna be conflicting.
Yeah, it's tough.
That's my major things. I think Jets are for sure winning it.
This man in English just called me ungrateful. Terrible.
You are
terrible.
Yeah, you definitely are ungrateful. But
Donnie, do you know how many Cardinals head coaches have had multiple playoff wins?
No comment.
What, like 3?
No, 1.
Ken Wisenhunt, right? Ken Wisenhunt.
Yeah, he's the only one. Sorry.
Yeah, I had David Johnson for that 1 year. That's right.
I'm going to say this right now. I'll say
Jets. We did get Diop from him. Okay.
I'll say Jets, Bills, Dolphins. Because I think the Dolphins still got to show. Because as right now, the Bills still on the old Dolphins, sadly. So yeah. And Patriots getting number 1 pick.
And then they won't trade it.
I hope they don't.
Campbell, let's go.
I think the Pats win like 2 games.
Bro, if they draft Will Campbell with the number 1 pick, bro.
They're trading that
here's the thing,
they get number 1, they're trading it.
I'm an LSU fan, and I would still be mad at that.
I wonder who they traded to, like the Raiders or something.
Dude, I wish Joe Alt was in next year's draft because that's who I would think number 1 overall, and I'd be okay with it.
I'm not gonna lie.
You probably would be too.
Respect to Joe Alt.
I draft Joe Alt.
So wait, you just so against taking offensive lineman? When's the last time they took offensive linemen first of all?
It was Luke Jocko.
It was 2013.
It was Eric Fisher.
It was Luke Jocko.
Eric Fisher.
I'm good on that.
Before that, it was Jake Long.
JJ as a kid, I used to that shit.
Once you get Orlando Pace.
Like JJ went
hey, if you get Orlando Pace, that's different.
That's the number 1 pick. That's the number 1 pick.
What's his name? When Jake Long went number 1, I thought that shit was the coolest thing in the world. That shit ain't do shit for Miami.
Nothing.
He was really good for like 5 years, and then that was it.
They made
it ain't do nothing for Miami, bro. I'm just like,
I mean, they still suck. Yeah, they were still.
If what's his name? If they take after they take Will Campbell, bro. Yeah,
he's a great player, but
he's a great player. He's not a number 1 pick.
No, yeah.
I do believe that. I do believe that.
If I'm the Patriots and you can't trade down,
I think it's the era. I think in this day and era that they realize that trading down, and trying to get more assets back for the number 1 overall pick and still getting the guy that you want is much more possible than just taking that one. So
my thing is in a week. You know what? This isn't the topic right now. Never mind.
But look though, appreciate everybody that came out, bro. We got 2 more divisions left, and then right when these division episodes are done, the season is here.
We in the season.
We in the season.
Oh, let's go.
It's about to it's about to be a year from now that Flag One Play was made. I appreciate everybody supported, all types of shit, bro. We going up. Told you we're going crazy with the content. The Bucks content will be starting to get posted on the YouTube. Like the clips, of course, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. That's still gonna go crazy. The Twitter Spaces will be up soon. I'm sorry. The game got me in a chokehold. Plus, nigga been busy. Plus, I'm about to start school. So, it's been a lot of shit going on. Like I said, we're still gonna do the playbacks. We're gonna go live with playback this Friday. JJ, you got anything you want to say before we head up?
Man, we them boys. That's it. Let's get it going.
Oh no.
Also, too, more Bucks vlogs will be on the way. I'll be going to the Bucks first game. I think they play the Commanders. I think so. I don't remember.
Week 1?
Yeah, I think so. They play on week 1. I don't know if or not, but I'll be back there in Tampa.
They play Commanders. Yep.
Yeah, they play JD and them, so I'll be there first game. IRL content will be on the way. I might see Big Storm. I'm definitely going to leak with Young, Dawson. We're going to the Colorado UCF game. Yes, this is going to be the year of content, bro. This is. Oh yeah, I'm gonna see JJ. I'm gonna see JJ in Atlanta. I'm gonna get that little nigga a nookie.
It's no way you're talking to me like this, bro.
This is the year of fucking content. Told y'all year 2 is the money year, and
Suplex Trent, man.
That's it, bro. Stop, please. Anyways, we're gonna catch y'all. We out, man. Peace.
Yeah, blame Trent for the Twitter Spaces, man.
Please
stop. Blame